Ooh, wait.
Hi. Oh, we're on. Are we on?
We can share our screen. Oh my God, I can actually share the screen. Hey, everybody. RBS, can you hear us? Somebody say yes, we can hear you.
Anyone there?
Come in over. Come in.
Hi.
This is Trevor.
This is Rich.
Thank you. How you guys doing? So we're here to talk to you guys about season 2. What's going on? It looks like we now have the ability to share the screen. So I may actually show you some clips. Maybe. We'll see.
Oh, yeah? That's cool. That's new for us.
Yeah. So we've never been able to do that before. We've actually never been able to make the live stream happen on time.
We're upping our tech capabilities.
Exactly. It's the time works that we actually were able to, usually we have to have like a second, a second connection. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so already we're getting stuff from people. RBS is saying he's loving the thumbnail. Thank you. That's a behind the scenes shot on set. That was the house that Ray is living in from season 2. And Trevor and I were rehearsing. You might see there's a script in my lap. We were rehearsing a scene. Mm-hmm. MS says we can hear you. Great. Hello, Peru. Hey, Chris H. Stephen Black, thank you. Yes, you can hear us. Great. So we're going to be checking these questions as they come up and talking about what's happening where we are.
Yeah.
We had a guy, a good friend of ours, who is in fact, he says howdy. Look at his howdy. Who had a great question. And I can't find it on my phone, which is ridiculous. I purposely saved it, but I don't know if it was on Instagram or what it was. But it's basically to explain more clearly what post-production actually entails.
Yeah.
So, we spent months shooting it, where we're on set with the camera and the crew and the light guys and the other actors and the costume people and all that stuff, which you can imagine.
And then even after that, we had pickup shots that we had to do.
We did more shots.
Filming didn't end there.
No, filming was supposed to end in March, but we had an emergency pickup shot in July, I think it was. Yep. We were in the process of editing, and we realized that, actually, I'll get into it if you can. It's kind of interesting. We had this shot where a character comes in to see James at an open house, and they're talking to each other. And if you can picture the screen you're looking at right now, that's the screen. And James and the other guy, they're talking, and then the other guy walks. Oh God, it's reversed. The other guy walks off stage, and they're still talking to each other, and the camera's on James, but we never brought the camera around to look at the other guy. So we've got this whole scene where it's just James talking to someone you don't see, and the other person talking back. He's like talking, but you don't see him. So we had to go back and shoot the coverage of that guy.
And that rarely happens. We have our shot list and everything, but was that the first day?
That was either the first or the second day. Yeah. We had a
funny story.
It wasn't funny at the time, but it came together so fast. We had 3 days to pull together because the other guy, his name is Luke. He plays Paul. Luke was only going to be in LA for 3 days. He lives in DC. He happened to be coming that weekend, so we had to get it. So we got some stories for you. We got some.
We got some dogs in the background.
We got some dogs. I have my dog Shock Collar. I'm training a dog I just rescued. He's not wearing the collar, but it has this great effect when I make it beep.
I'm going to put it on later for you guys.
Make it beep. Yes, I'm going to make Trevor. Anyway, it beeps and he knows the sound, so he just stops doing what he's doing.
And one of you are asking, what am I eating? I'm eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch, my favorite cereal.
I might have some cereal too. I have a bowl, but it's empty at the moment.
You want some? What do you want?
I eat healthier cereal. It's in the cabinet above the sink on the right-hand side. That's the refrigerator. I wish I could have been shooting that just now. So we did that, and then in November, it's November, right? Trevor and I, we shot a 1 year later.
High fiber cereal, pumpkin seed, or pumpkin seed.
So Trevor's eating all the good sugary cereal. I'm having Trader Joe's high fiber cereal. Except I'm gonna need the milk.
I mean, mine It does have vitamin D, 2 times the vitamin D for strong bones.
How much sugar does this have?
0 fat. 12 total sugars.
Can you give me the?
Over here.
And in that little blue container next to the coffee pot is stevia.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sorry. So,
Say when.
That's good. Thank you. It's like you're having breakfast with us. Welcome for breakfast. So we shot something in November. So then all the shooting was done after that. But so in the process, we have the editor, which he does the obvious thing, which is he takes all the footage that we shot, which is all on a hard drive, and he's got his whole computer setups, and he sits there putting the pieces together, different angles, having them all match. We're like, if it's me and Trevor talking this way, then you get the camera over Trevor's shoulder, turn your shoulder. So it's like shooting this way at me. Okay, well, it'd be this way. The camera's here, behind Trevor shooting at my face. These are the things that we do. So he's putting all of that together. He's putting together scenes of cars driving and just everything. But that's just the start. After that, first of all, it's back and forth between me and him. I'm giving him notes. He's making changes. He's fighting for things. I'm disagreeing or I'm agreeing. I see his point.
There's like first cut, then the second cut, third cut,
4 cuts.
Cut.
So there's 8 episodes. So probably 32 cuts total. So that takes time. But then it goes from him to our composer, David Frank Long, who's fantastic. And David and I sit down and watch the episode once the picture's locked.
What I do?
Oh my God,
Sorry.
Trevor, no.
That wasn't me.
This tonight.
That wasn't
Close
me.
it. Cancel.
I didn't press anything.
Okay. So David and I sit down and we watch the whole episode and we decide where do we need to have music cues and what pop songs do we want to have playing. And then we have to get the pop songs. We have to talk to the record companies for permission to let us have the songs for free because we don't have it in the budget. That is if the show winds up on YouTube, and that's a whole other story.
Or if the artist owns their own music.
The artist owns their own music. But you know what? Even the song that we got through you, he didn't own that song. His publishing company owns the song. We don't want to give it away.
Okay.
But the company owns the song, so they have the right to say yes or no.
I'll have to talk to him.
Yeah,
Because he didn't tell me that.
we got it worked out, but it was it was the hardest one to get.
Oh, really?
Yes.
We can defeat anything.
We can make anything happen. Nothing is a disappointment to us. So we get the music. David writes the score, which takes a couple of weeks for each episode. Then he and I have a little back and forth on giving notes on that. And then it goes to our sound guy, who then takes all of the dialogue. Like I can play for you. Maybe I'll see if I can find a file that's like really rough of how bad the sound sounded on the set.
Oh, yeah.
And then show you how good it sounds when he fixes it.
Like the day there was construction going on and there was like jackhammering.
Yeah, I'm a little hesitant to show that one scene at Corbett's house because that gives away a lot, but
let's not.
Yeah, let's not do that.
You understand what we said.
Yeah. So also our editor is doing special effects. He's dropping in like when we're texting, text bubbles pop up, like all of that stuff takes time. And there's something Trevor and I shot that involves moving boxes. You don't know this. The moving boxes were the kind of boxes that if you take them by the top, you could push in and it has handles. But if you don't do that, the box is like,
it's like a cutout that you punch in or leave.
Exactly. And in the process of us shooting this over and over again, those handles started getting pushed in.
Well, we had to fill something in the boxes because we couldn't just have like empty boxes and pretend like they're heavy. So we stuffed them with shoes. I have like a ton of shoes.
Yes, heavy shoes.
So you can actually see the color of the shoe.
You can see the shoes in the boxes. So he ended up going and removing all of that.
Yeah, you were saying.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job, but it took forever.
Yeah, CGI.
So all of this stuff, it all just adds up. And then it goes to Pete, our sound guy, who fixes the sound. He lays in all the music. We have multiple passes on that. And then finally, what will happen is I will sit down with him in a soundstage and do a final mix of the show, where it's literally in a soundstage, big speakers, we'll see the show on a big screen. And that'll be that. So we're anticipating that. I'm hoping, because our sound guy is in such demand, I'm hoping that we're going to get to that final meeting and that final mix at the end of April.
I have a question kind of related here.
Yes.
It says, have you guys made any of your own music for the scenes? That's what our composer is for. He's customizing all of the soundtrack. But actual like recorded pop music, we didn't write any music.
No, but
No
one of the
songs.
beautiful things about music, excuse me for chewing with my mouth full, talking while I'm chewing with my mouth full. Just like season 1, all of our music is sourced from people on Instagram that I follow, who follow me. We got into a conversation and said, hey, look, we have this show, and what we would love to feature your music in the show if you'd be interested. And everybody said yes. And we had David Frank Long, our composer, was in Trader Joe's one day and struck up a conversation with this beautiful transgender cashier who turns out to be an aspiring singer, composer, and a recording artist. And she had music, and we ended up putting 2 songs in because they're so good. Cool. So that is kind of like word of mouth, and it creates, what I'm really proud of is that we have a totally LGBTQ, i.e. score. And everybody who's involved in the music in our show is of our people. So that's kind of cool, right?
I don't want to give any of the names away, right? Should be a surprise.
No. Bright Light, Rod Thomas, Bright Light is back in a big way. Tony Pops.
I'm gonna leave the other one a surprise though.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. Because that's also something that's
yeah.
But yeah, the music's amazing. It's gonna be a great.
My friend
score.
Tony Pops, we got a bunch of his songs in the show, and we cast him as one of the characters in it too. Who does a really good, great job. Yeah. I don't even.
No Stacy Q. Okay, we got some questions here. Let's just we got more to say, but okay, so what's done in serial and what's in parallel? So Richard's asking is, again, it's the editing happens first, and then the composing happens. But then while the composing is happening, he's editing more episodes, Serge, our editor, and then going back and doing special effects at the same time. So there's a lot of overlay, there's a lot of back and forth. And it's kind of why, I don't know if you noticed, I mentioned 3 names, Serge, David, and Pete. That is our post-production crew. So 3 people. It's not like we have, when people say, why is this taking so long? I know, I'm with you. Why is this taking so long? And it's because we have 3 people. If this is a multi-million-dollar show,
some money, yeah.
If we were backed by a studio, if we were on a network or a streamer, we'd have departments, not a person. There wouldn't be an editor doing special effects and I'm sorry, Serge, what else you do? Special effects. It's one of the things he's been doing. Plus, he's been doing a lot of post-production supervisor work. So
he's wearing many hats.
He's wearing a lot of hats, and it just takes a while, more than a while.
And we have probably double the money this season than last season, but the show's actually also twice the length. So we're still kind of sucking blood from a rock. And compared to other projects, this is like pretty impressive.
When you see it, you're gonna be like, wow, okay. Yeah, it was a long wait. And yeah, we were growing impatient, but it's really good.
Well, if we had the budget of like a major show you see on the network, they would have the budget for the rights of the Beatles or Aretha Franklin song or something. You know what I mean?
But while that's all cool and people would like go, oh yeah, I recognize that song. It's like if you know a song and it starts playing in a scene, it's sort of automatically, because you know the song and you have a feel for the song, it makes you feel a certain way. And that's why they use songs like that.
But you're gonna feel something when you hear this music, and one day you'll be like, "That's the song from Disappointments."
Yeah, and you're gonna be like, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love
or you
it.
might recognize some of them already. I mean, our musicians in it are like definitely on the climb, and
yeah,
good, yeah.
And hopefully we will help get some of their music out there. Like you guys will be exposed to it. So we're missing questions here. Irish Kevin loves my new glasses. Thank you, Trevor. Love your new dude. That's right, Trevor. I forgot. Trevor was blonder, so I didn't really notice it this time.
I'm going Ken this season.
Dogs are fighting. They're playing. I have my new dog Kevin is here, my rescue dog, and Max's dog Archie, and they love each other.
Cute.
But they're big and they're slamming each other against my furniture.
It's like WWE in the living room.
But with more fur.
Yeah.
You're getting commercials during the live?
No, we're not.
Fudge. Okay. I hope they're not long.
What?
For your information, that YouTube has grown so much that we are getting commercials during the live. Brad, that's a drag. Okay, sorry about that. We'll repeat things.
So are they missing the things we're saying?
I don't know. If it's a live, yeah.
I've never heard of commercials in a live before.
Okay.
I knew it was too good to be true.
Yes, so Anthony G says this should be a streaming show on Hulu, Paramount,
This or us?
Peacock.
Or
I
the
think he's
show.
talking about the disappointment.
Okay.
Because this is not a good show. This is us with you. We're hanging out. Yeah, so that brings us to I'm gonna come back to that. Remind me.
The rain?
Because we have a lot of questions.
The rain one? Oh no,
Where?
I'll remember it.
Okay. No, coming back to the streaming.
Oh, gotcha.
Blood. I hope you guys read these comments. I'm not going to read that one out loud. Will James and Chuck have a romance this season? I think that's implied in the trailer, if you've seen the trailer. So they will have a lot of scenes together. We'll say that. And it's one of my favorite things in the show is something with them. They're great. There's so many highs. There's so much great stuff.
Chuck has the best little nuances, and it's
Chuck brings
comedy
something. Yeah.
gold.
What I've always said about Chuck is like he is a little over the top, and it's exactly right for the character, and it brings a whole different energy to the show.
Slightly manic.
Yeah. So okay, that was a question. Did you take advantage of the rain to do a rainy season? Yes. Okay, so we shot in the rainy season, and luckily I was somewhat mindful of, we're shooting. This is another thing about how we shoot. We have a location, and we shoot every scene in that location. So we may have shot a scene in a location 2 months before, and then we're shooting, driving to that location, and it's raining. But at the location, it wasn't raining. So we would stick in little lines like, where did this rain come from? Just because, LA is like that too. You could be in one part of town and it's raining, and you drive to another part of town.
It's like Florida too. It's like rain showers come and go every half hour.
Yeah. And they just fly over.
And then on the days it wasn't raining, it was a lot overcast. So it was very seamless. It fit.
Okay. Sorry. Let me scroll back down to some more questions here. Commercials. Damn. Okay. I wish I knew how to turn that off. I'm sorry. I don't know this well enough to do that. Yeah, please do. Hello, Bolivia. When are we going to release season 2? Okay, that's what we're getting to. Yes, you want to see what happens to the love story of Ray and Dwight. We all want to see what happens between those two. So the show should be done at the end of April. The goal is to actually get it on a streamer. If we put it on YouTube again, we probably won't do another season because it's too hard to raise money. We managed to raise, by the end, it was between the two fundraisers and other money that came in, independent from the Humanitas Prize and things like that. We got up to about 150 between production and post-production. It killed me to get that much money. And I can't ask people, the crew, to work for a fraction of their costs. Again, the actors are working for nothing. So we really want to sell the show this season.
Really quick, I just found you got to turn off the monetizing YouTube Studio, the left menu, select content,
Okay.
Do you know YouTube
I'm-
Studio?
We're in YouTube Studio. I'm a
Okay.
little nervous.
To the left menu, select content.
The left menu.
Probably maybe that there.
No,
The
see
top
what?
It's
Totally
menu,
nervous
it's menu,
about totally
it's
nervous
menu.
about doing this right now.
Select content.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Nope, we're not going to try it. I'm sorry about
I
this.
think it would let us know when there is
Hold on one second. Let me
monetization.
Monetization. Let me just see if I can turn this off. Balance. Let YouTube insert mid rolls.
Nope. Choose. Oh, yeah. Let's do that.
Hold on one second. Monetization. Add. I'm sorry, guys. We're just trying to turn the commercials off for you. Just bear with us 1 second.
Can you click that off? Yeah. Perfect. Save.
Okay.
We
Hopefully,
should be good.
hopefully that ended the commercials and didn't blow anything up. Hopefully, we're still here. Thank you for that. What was wonderful about Fire Island was when at the ending they segged into Donna Summer's Last Dance. You were talking about music choices when, it does date you. It actually dates the show. It's when the show took place. But I mean, that's a classic. We don't have the money to get Donna Summer, and I don't know that Donna Summer would have worked exactly for our show. But we have Bright Light, which to me is the modern version. He's like Pet Shop Boys today. He's the music that Ray and Gary and James would have been listening to if it were. I mean, it sounds like an update of what they would listen to.
They were talking about the Fire Island, the movie.
Yeah, but I'm talking about music.
Gotcha.
Music being.
I was like, that's a new movie. Yeah.
It is a new movie, but playing retro music to evoke something.
Yeah.
Here's
another question: how many days did it take for one episode of season 2?
So we didn't shoot episode at a time. We shot
locations.
We looked at all of the different locations throughout the 8 episodes, and if there's 6 scenes within those 8 episodes at the house where Ray was living, we shot all of those scenes. And so those scenes may be spread out over 8 episodes. So we didn't shoot out an entire episode like they do in TV when they have giant budgets. We shot it more like a film. Films do a location at a time to just optimize. It's cheaper. You're not moving your crew around.
Opposed to like a soap opera, I guess, because they do episode at a time.
Right. Well, of course, they're just on a soundstage. Right. We did have the good fortune to be on a soundstage for was that 3 days, I think, and we shot out a bunch of stuff there.
At the Hudson?
No, at in the Valley in
Burbank. Oh yeah, in Burbank.
We have multiple. I mean, just to tell you, we had a Getty's dressing room for something that he's in. We had the writer's room where Ray works. We had James's office,
the real estate agency.
What else did we shoot there?
The hospital scene. The boardroom scene.
The jail scene.
The restaurant scenes.
We did shoot a restaurant scene. That's right. Mm-hmm. Okay, hopefully the commercials are gone. Glad we're still here. Thank you. Great. Irish Kevin doesn't have any commercials. Great. Thank you. You think we're totally natural entertainers. So we want to talk to you more about the show. We're talking about streaming. That question came up. How much time is going to last a full episode of season 2? I need to see more. I just started to watch the show this week and I found it really funny. Okay, thank you. So season 1 was originally 6 episodes that were 25 to 30 minutes long. We chopped them up. Decided to do this actually before we shot it. I wrote 6 episodes, then broke them up and rearranged them a little bit to be 11 episodes because we knew we were going to put it on YouTube or Quibi at the time. We were like, when it was sort of there for a second. Yeah. And
we knew it would benefit ourselves if they were shorter because people have short attention spans. And
well, people do. If you put it on YouTube, they do.
Yeah.
So that's how we shot it, but that's not how I wanted it to be. So we are going to go back into season 1 when season 2 is done and put season 1 back together the way it originally was, adding scenes between the 2 of us, by the way, that were cut.
There were some deleted scenes.
Believe it
or not. I was pissed. Just kidding. No, it was for artistic. It was for the better of the show. I mean, it's all up for opinion.
You know, we did a test screening. No, we didn't do a test. A test screening was done that I was not a part of, and feedback came back that I didn't agree with. But I decided to go along with some of the requested changes. And Frank Long, our composer, was like, "Don't do it. Stick to your vision. Stick to your vision." I hate that word, vision, but I should have actually, because the things that were cut, I think, really informed more deeply Range White's relationship.
Yeah.
And you know, anyway, they're going back in. So
you have to rewatch season 1
right
when we release it.
Right, exactly. So it'll be kind of new.
Different experience, yeah.
Also, so this episodes in season 2, the shortest one in season 2 is 22 minutes. The longest one is 36 minutes. So they're longer episodes. They're like full, like if you were to go to Netflix and watch a show, they're that kind of.
So with commercials, it'll be half an hour to 45.
Well, there'll be no commercials because we're going to be on streamers, baby. Listen to what these characters would listen to. The music, yes, you're talking about that. I think RBS, right? We are listening. The soundtrack is the music that these characters would listen to. Absolutely. Anthony G, let's get the show streaming if you know anybody. So getting back to that. So the show is going to be done, hopefully, fingers crossed, at the end of April. Depends again on the availability of our sound guy. Ultimately, he's so in demand. We are paying him a fraction of what he gets paid. So he's got to do his real jobs, and on weekends he gets to us. When that's done, we're going to spend some time shopping the show around, which will delay the release of it even more. However, the benefit of that is if we sell the show, we will be able to do more seasons with full support of a streamer. It'll be, I'll still have to write it, but we'll be able to shoot it with a big crew. We'll have a post-production team right there ready to go, hopefully among, some of the same people we've used, plus more of them. So like our editor will have an assistant editor and another assistant editor. Our sound guy will have multiple people. And he'll be dedicated to our show. David, of course, our composer, will just have to do it himself because he's just the composer. Sorry. But we'll have a special effects person. We'll have that's the other thing Serge does. He colors. That's the thing I left out. So he has to take an entire pass over the entire show and fix the color. And the reason why that has to happen is because every shot, again, me and Trevor facing each other, it's lit a certain way. And it should be lit so the lighting matches, so the colors match. However, oftentimes, for reasons beyond our control,
if you're shooting 2 cameras and one's slightly different, the color could be
that could do it. Exterior lighting, the speed at which we shoot sometimes doesn't allow us to mask natural lighting. So what ends up happening is the shot of me the colors will be a certain thing, but then when you're doing it from another angle and you're getting part of my shirt, it's totally wrong, or my skin tone is not in the same family, even though we're not the same. I'm pinker, he's tanner. But still, adjustments have to be made.
Even if the backgrounds look different, like if it's all city streets and sunshine, and then there's a brick wall behind the other person, when you cut back and forth for the coverage, the tone and the light and the color can look like two different places.
You can have cuts back and forth with the same background from different angles and not look right and not match. So one of Serge's job, and actually my least favorite job as the director of this thing, is to give him notes on that, because I can look at something and say it doesn't look right, but I don't have the language to express in color what's wrong in color, what's not. I just go, it's just not right. Like the skin's not right.
You express yourself through healthy cereal.
I never got my stevia.
Oh, you asked for stevia. I didn't.
The service here sucks.
I heard you say it, but I didn't know you were talking to me. One or two?
One, please. We'll bring another one just for a second bowl.
I'm on my third.
Yes. So we have a comment here from someone who was on set with us, who said he can attest that we shot for 24 hours. We never shot 24 hours at a time. We can only shoot, 12? 12 hours is a maximum for union. However, we shot overnight. We started some nights at I think 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, and didn't finish until 11 o'clock the next day. And there's a reason why Ray looks suitably ragged. Ray's gone through some stuff this season, and I was so exhausted this entire shoot. I'm really happy with how I look. I look terrible. You're welcome.
Your character is supposed to be kind of like, I mean,
I'm
you saw the end of season 1.
I'm going through it. I'm going through it in season 2. Okay, we got some more.
Withdrawal from the light.
Ray has some regrets starting at season 2. Where are we from, Trevor?
I'm from Lockport, New York.
Near Rochester?
Close, about an hour.
Okay.
Hour from Rochester, half an hour from Buffalo, 20 minutes from Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls, the border of Canada and New
Very
York.
Canada.
30 minutes from drinking underage.
Why does your head look so much bigger than mine?
It's a big head.
Okay. You.
I have to like.
It's your beard.
I have to use like the last snap on most hats. What about you? How many snaps do you use?
I can't attach the snaps. To leave it open.
I'll help you if you need help attaching the snaps. It involves dexterity and.
Trevor's being funny.
I'm in my third bowl of cereal.
It's the sugar. So yes, let's get this show screaming. Streaming. Jimmy Curtis Hospital. Gary's back. Yes, Gary is back. Gary did not pass. I'll say that. You see him in the trailer. Hopefully you guys have seen the trailer. It's that's what we can
Yeah, what
share.
kind of followers are you? You didn't see a trailer? Jeez.
Come on, peeps. I'm gonna stick around as we get through some of these questions. I'm gonna start showing you some footage, and the first thing I'll show you is the new trailer, which is not done for sound yet. So you're gonna get a sneak peek at the trailer, which the sound has to be fixed, and Davey's gonna compose music to it. But as our friends, you guys are here with us, our core audience. We'll share that trailer with you. This trailer is put together to help sell the show. And you'll notice that it begins similarly to the original trailer. It follows the same basic structure, but it's way more inclusive of stuff. Okay. So more questions. Can we get any more of Dwight playing the saxophone?
Unfortunately not.
No saxophone.
He gave it up. It wasn't for him.
He's on a different path in season 2. Summer, yeah, you know, it'd be great if it's out in the summer. Here's the thing too. I apologize in advance for this. If we sell the show, which is amazing, and it'll mean great things down the road, it'll also mean that it's going to be that much more delayed. Because just imagine we take the effort, we find somebody to buy the show. And if we're fortunate enough for that to happen, they're going to air it when they want to air it, when it makes sense for their schedule. So bad news as far as like when it might come out. Great news for more seasons to follow. And those seasons will come faster because we started this, raising funds for this when we were airing season 1. It's been a long road.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm so tired. I'm just gonna lay down here.
No more milk?
No.
Okay.
I don't like my cereal too floaty. I don't like floaters. I don't eat floaters. Lots of questions. Sorry. Yes, I'm Pinker.
Oh,
MS.
Peter Smith's in Lockport or Niagara Falls. Cool.
Oh, nice. I want to finish that. I'm from Connecticut. So obvious. It's really hard for me to open my mouth when I talk. My jaw's just locked.
Is that what they do?
Oh, gosh. It's like Catherine Hepburn.
I've never been to Connecticut.
Oh, no. It's what they used to say in the movies from Connecticut. Judge Muffy. Everyone was named Muffy. The guys were named Muffy.
What's your favorite junk food? Cereal. So we're here. My first bowl was Cinnamon Toast Crunch. My second bowl was Captain Crunch berries. And I'm now on Frosted Flakes. What's your favorite cereal?
Brought to you by High Fiber Cereal from Trader Joe's. Maybe that's that's a commercial you guys were talking about, right?
I'll probably be eating this one day.
One day when you're old like me.
Or they'll have like state-of-the-art cereal that's infused with healthy things and tastes like this.
Mm-hmm. But it'll be a pill.
It'll be a pill. This is the fun of cereal.
Peter Jar, enjoyed the first season, like the fuzzy beards. Thank you. You know what? I'm proud of the first season. When you think that we shot it for 29,000, we did post-production for 16,000. I think we did a damn good job. So thank you. I appreciate it. Alpha Dog, if you stick around, yes, watch the trailer. But as I said, we might have another trailer for you. By the way, Alpha Dog, I'm glad you found us. I think you were the one on Instagram asking where the link was. Okay, here's an honest question or comment. Sorry, guys, I tried to like the show. I really did, but in almost 40 years of being out, I just can't seem to connect with it. That's cool.
Did you watch more than the first episode? Because to be honest, because it was supposed to be, in my opinion, because it was originally written to be 6 episodes, I feel like because we cut it up, you don't really get into the show until after the 3rd episode. That's my opinion. Because, you know, the first few episodes gives like the character background and then the momentum really starts going into the 4th and so on episode.
Well, and I'll say this too, that I didn't figure out really what I wanted the show to be until we were editing the first season. And I realized, oh, this is the show. Season 2 is the show. Season 1 was what is the show going to be?
The prequel.
The prequel, in a way. You can actually watch season 2 without having seen season 1. Everybody, you know, all the main characters carry over. There's new characters, but it almost exists on its own. Absolutely, the stories that happen and things that happen between the 4 main characters still are percolating in season 2, but I purposely wrote it in a way where if you didn't see the first season, you're still going to be able to follow completely the second season. So, totally fair. I would
recommend to watch season 1. Season 1's always only 2 hours long.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying to our guy here who didn't connect to it.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like everything either.
But you might connect with season 2 because it is.
It's better.
It's better. It's really good.
It better be better.
Because I'm executive producer of season 2.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we're both welcome. See, I think it was a good thing. You got, yes. Yes, more seasons. Thank you. It's worth waiting. If Sunny in Philadelphia can be soul sucking the disappointments, thank you. Left at Albuquerque, always sticking in those great comments. I appreciate it. Any love for Gary this season? I don't want to give away too much for Gary, but Gary's got 2 of the best storylines in the show. He's got one in particular that is I'm real happy for him, for Getty, that he got to shine in a certain way. He's so funny without trying. He plays every scene real and the situation's funny, but he's so grounded in it that it's so effortless looking. You almost don't realize what he's doing. But as far as any love, like, does he have a relationship? Let's just say he goes on a dating app. He gets on a dating app.
He finds love.
He gets on a dating app.
Maybe he can relate to that as 40 years out of the closet.
So, do we ever see Dwight at work? We see more of Dwight's life. I'll say that. Yes, Trevor's having a lot of sugar.
I need sugar to
get through this. How did you 2 find each other to do the show? Trevor,
Grinder.
God, hold on. Dogs are too close. Dogs are too close. And the collar's not beeping. Okay. They're gonna knock the light over.
Oh.
We're good. So I was I actually had somebody cast to play the role of Dwight. He couldn't do it. He moved to New York. And I was like, okay. He had done 2 readings of it, and I really liked him. 2 readings over the course of a year. And there was a guy involved with the production who said, you should check out this actor. He works at a bar. He's a bartender at a place called Trunks. I've told this story before, but I think it's cute.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, okay, I'll do it. And so I go with a friend, and my whole plan was to just sort of sit in the background and sit in the shadows, and watch him interact with people, just sort of study him, try to get a feel for him. I mean, I'd never done anything like this before. I was never like casting.
He's never creeped on a bartender before.
I don't know that I am. Not like this.
It worked the first round.
Well, so we're sitting in the back against the wall in the bar, and I'm watching Trevor, and I'm thinking.
Meanwhile, I'm watching him,
which I didn't pick up on at all.
Yeah.
If that was the case. But I kept going up to the bar to the other bartender to get drinks for me and my buddy, and
I slipped in.
I think we got 2 from the other guy, and then I'm walking up to the bar the third time. Obviously, I'm a drunk, getting a third drink, and
I think it's
with that, the guy just walked off, and suddenly just Trevor walked up, and I was like, "Ooh!"
He's like, hi, what can I get for you?
I'm like, hey,
Have his beer.
and by the way, I'm wearing so subtle. I'm wearing a Disappointments T-shirt from our fundraiser that we had just had to raise money.
And I go, oh, what does your shirt say?
And I said, oh, it's the Disappointments. It's a
Oh,
web
wow.
series I'm doing.
Oh, wow, what do you do in it?
I'm the writer director, and
Oh my God, congratulations. That's really cool.
thank you. And actually, I'm looking to cast a role, and somebody told me that
Really?
I should look at you and talk to you and see.
Yeah, that was it. That was pretty much what happened.
And I was awkward. He was not.
And I was like, are you holding auditions for it? And you're like, yeah, as a matter of fact, someone suggested you. I'm like, oh, I was not expecting it to go this way. I was expecting to like flirt with a guy with a tight T-shirt on. And yeah.
The T-shirt wasn't tight. I'm just.
No, I mean, he was thick. He was, yeah.
He was calling me fat.
You were like yoked. It's a compliment. You were busting the seams.
Okay.
It was a good thing. Anyways, trying to blend in.
I was trying to blend in wearing a Disappointments T-shirt, and
I mean, he's also like, he's tall and like, he's an energy in the room for sure. Yeah, and I was like, send me the script and we'll meet for coffee.
And we did. And I just passed that place. What was it called?
Insomnia?
No, wasn't it like Paper and Plastic? I don't know. I just passed it.
Yeah.
I was like, that's where Trevor and I first met, or first talked about the show.
It was like
for
very
real.
bohemian with different chairs and stuff.
Mhm.
I think it's maybe it has a new name.
Okay. Ben, thank you. He loves the show. You know what? I love people who love the show, and I love people who don't love the show. I love you all. I love cereal too. Take a question, Trevor.
Yeah. Trevor's rule. Yes.
Okay, that's
Thank
it.
you,
That's your
Trevor.
question. I'll move on.
Where?
What's Jimmy Curtis say?
Oh, Jimmy Curtis.
Curtis, is this Jimmy Curtis from P-Town by any chance?
I would think more of the older audiences would connect with it. Ray, Gary, and James are facing and realizing their mortality and are asking themselves if they are happy with where they are in life.
Mm-hmm.
True. I guess I'm getting older, but I can definitely relate to that now. We're all getting older.
I stopped.
But you hit a point. I'm in my mid-30s now, and I'm not getting any younger, and I'm starting to realize I'm not really where I wanted to be at this time of my life.
This is what the show's about.
So it's relatable in all generations in a way.
It's people say, what's the title of the show mean? Is it the characters? What is it? And it's both. It's the characters are disappointments, but it's also the disappointments in their lives. And
we all have things we can work on ourselves. I deal with my own mental health.
Go through.
And I'm working on it all the time.
Me too.
And it definitely makes the show relatable. They're very honest, vulnerable people, and
there's a lot of this show that is very much true to my life, which I just put it out there. Okay, dogs, please don't knock over the light fixture.
Boys, go lay down. Go on. Go.
Hold on. Time to activate the dogs. Okay, lie down. Lie down.
That works great.
He's immune to it now.
I think that'd be okay.
Gary is my boy. Trevor is cheeky. He's got cheeks. Yeah, exactly. I'm a stalker. I'm a stalker now. I'm proud of it.
He was a stalker before.
No, he's
Coming
saying,
in the trunks.
he's saying that. That's what he's saying right there.
I know. I'm cheeky.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Let's see. How do you think you say that name? Kayo? Thank you for your comment.
Jimmy is my friend.
Jimmy Curtis. Oh,
He
okay,
comes in the trunks.
great.
Mm.
Yo, Jimmy. I know Jimmy Curtis too from Provincetown. I hope you incorporated the beautiful beach scene into the beginning of the second season. That was most emotional. Interesting. I'm not going to say how we do it, but we do. It's
I pour his ashes into the ocean at the beach. Oh, did I just give it away?
yeah. It's just the ashes of my soul and my heart. The ashes of my heart. I'm still walking around, just no heart left. By the way, our social media manager, who is a producer on the show, his name is Charlie. He asked me specifically to mention something, and I promised him I would. Okay, please go to our page, subscribe to the page, like this video, share the disappointments. This is actually a great one. Share the disappointments with your friends if you haven't already. Like if you like the show, tell your friends about it. Just send them the link to the show's playlist.
Yeah.
That was number one. Number two, he said, support the channel via super chat or super thanks. Don't know what that is.
But a lot of you might.
If you do, please support the channel. That's the thing too. Like if people start watching the show more, all of that stuff's going to help us sell season 2. So spread the word.
Mm-hmm.
Spread the word. Okay, more questions. Yes, we're getting buzzed from the sugar. I don't know. Does stevia have buzzing factors? Kisses from Brazil. Love you, Brazil. Clarence.
I love Brazil.
Pryor says he loves me. Thank you. And the character. Love the character too. You're not going to love. People aren't going to love Ray in season 2.
No, they're gonna be like, dude.
Ray's
I don't want to give it away.
No, but maybe at the end you will. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen in a second. I just got to close all the porn.
For those of you just kind of chiming in, I saw someone ask, when is it coming out?
Okay, yes, please.
And it's that's why we're here, to tell you the updates and when it's going to come out. The show is basically finished. We just have some fine tuning to do. We are
a little bit more than fine tuning. We are
in the works of landing an agent to shop it around for us.
That's our
we're hoping to sell it to a major platform. And once they pick it up, then it's in their hands and they will market it and time it the way they feel pleased. So I'm going to predict by the end of 2024.
Please, Jesus. Yes.
At least.
And if it doesn't sell, we're going to give it some time. And if it doesn't, it will wind up on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Peter Smith. I guess this is kind of what Charlie was talking about. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Thank you. Much love to you. Love you.
Thanks.
So, gosh, I was in the middle of saying something and just got petered.
You were going to pull up something.
Yes. So I'm going to show you the trailer in a couple minutes. The new trailer. This is the trailer that, again, is a sales trailer. The edit is done, the color is done, but David hasn't had a chance to do the music. He's not going to do the music until he finishes the last episode, which he and I sit down tomorrow to do what's called a spotting session, which is I spoke of earlier, where we sit down and watch the show and identify the moments that music would be good to help to accentuate accentuate a performance, to bring out an emotion. So yeah, we're going to sit down and do that tomorrow. So anyway, that's not in the trailer, so the music's not finalized. So be forgiving. I don't know if you guys have ever seen anything that's not polished and finished, but I'm going to share that with you guys. We have a question from Richard. How many new characters are in season 2? Wow.
There's 8.
8 new characters now. We're seeing characters that were marginal in season 1. They're back. Like Lane, who shows up in the last episode. Lane is the guy that Ray ends up living with. He's got a much, much bigger part. Linus, who didn't even have a name. He was Line Guy. He was the guy who in the last episode came up from doing a line of coke and said, "I tell you guys, I'm adopting a kid."
By the way, do you want to? Okay. So the new characters are Tony Pops,
Isabel Grundlin. I don't know how you pronounce her last name.
I mean, that whole room.
Right,
So
the writer's room.
4 right there.
Norman and Deanna. That's 4. We have Lorena. We have Rachel Payne, who's Rachel Kane.
We got Paul.
There's one bit of casting actually, a somewhat majorish. Not him.
Okay.
I'm thinking about we have somebody coming back from season 1 playing a totally different character, and
oh yeah,
she's just transformed. You
my God,
you have no idea it's the same person.
It's so cool.
I won't ruin it for you now, but
we got Care.
Yep. James spends a lot of time with Ignacio, Chuck, James and Chuck, but there's another character that James spends a lot of time with.
Getty's storyline.
Yep.
So that's 9.
Yeah. Well, let's just round it up to 10. I'm sure there's somebody else. So, so there. Okay, we're getting there. My mom says, "Thank you for the birthday shout out." Your mom is welcome. Question number 2. I truly believe Rich has dramatic chops that need to be adhered to. Will he have any drama-filled scenes with?
No.
Trevor, you're not very sweet. I'm gonna just tear this
just
open.
being unpredictable.
I'm just gonna pour some sugar.
Ew, not the fake stuff.
What is in your hair?
A hair product.
So don't put this hand or your hair near any open flames. Open flamer.
Oh
my God. Super chat. Jamie Curtis, thank you. Wow. That's awesome.
Thank you.
I guess that's what these, again, what
I mean, this is the first time we're not asking for money, so it feels nice.
We're not. I do want to make a point.
Yeah.
We're not asking for money.
We're not asking for money. This isn't one of those.
But I will say this. The fundraiser is still open, and I'm going to shut it down probably at the end of this week, because we're going to finalize the credits. And one of the things you can get as a credit, or one of the things you can get as a when you're a supporter, is an associate producer credit on an episode. And we need to shut that down, because when the credits are done, we will not be able to add anybody who does it afterwards to the show.
Picture will be locked.
Well, the credits will be locked. So if you want, also
we have
t-shirts,
more shirts.
We have lots of t-shirts.
So it's up there in case you want to buy a shirt.
Yeah. So there's one more week. That probably Friday I will take it down. I was going to show the mom hats, which are there.
Oh, yeah.
There's 2 mom hats, but these are for sale. My mom made these, 96 years old. She made these to support the show. There's only 2 of them left. I actually love this one so much. I may take these off the site too, because I never kept any for myself.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I didn't. And look at the color of my
So
hair.
I'll make you another one. I'm kidding.
I mean, it almost looks like I'm not wearing a hat. It looks just like my hair.
You look like you have more hair.
I'm gonna keep that. If anybody wants to get these hats, they're there too. But don't get the gray one. I want the gray one. Let's celebrate their first super on a live stream. That's so again, the super chat is Jimmy Curtis. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Give some love to that. Is the neighbor who told on Dwight peeing out? No. My friend Ginger played the neighbor in season 1 who was annoyed about Dwight peeing, which Ray said it's to get rid of coyotes. She moved to Hawaii. I would have had her back in a second. And unfortunately, she wasn't around to do it, but I love her. Yeah, Louise DeWitt. I'm going to say Louis. I know there's so many gays in the States. Here's the thing about raising money for a show. People aren't used to paying for a show. Like, unless you watch PBS, you're not used to contributing money to watch a show. You're just used to the show being there. Maybe you pay $15 a month for Netflix, and you just expect to see thousands of shows to choose from. This is a show that we make. It's not a show that a network makes. And this is a show that we make with you, and we've made with many of you.
It's hard to actually raise money for something that doesn't exist yet. Like we're selling an idea, and to get people on board, it can be more difficult, but because of the success of season 1, a lot more people were invested in supporting season 2, right, which was amazing. You know, people wanted to see a season 2 as if like you had to join Netflix to see Schitt's Creek season 2. You know what I mean?
Right.
So there was more.
I imagine maybe it would be easier to raise money for season 3 because season 2 is I'm so proud of season 2. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of everybody. Everyone did such an amazing job. And again, I give Trevor props about this, and I feel like he doesn't take it, or I don't know what he does with it, but
I'll take it. What is it? I don't even know what you're gonna say.
I'm just trying not to do a whole segment.
Well, let's watch the trailer.
Okay. First, I gotta say, Louis DeWitt, thank you.
Thank you.
Good Lord. I guess this is what super chats are about. See, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try to share my screen with you now. Let's see if this works. Please let me know if you can see. Select the tab to share. Okay, hold on. Okay. Here we go. Please, somebody, let me know. Can you see our screen? My screen.
I should watch it on mine and make sure.
Hello? Hello? Come in over. Can anyone see the screen? Can anyone see me and Trevor on your screen looking at you?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Nope.
Interesting.
Okay.
We see, okay, you see us, but no, you don't see my screen. Okay. Do you see this? Do you see a cityscape at night? Cityscape at night?
Let me go on here.
All right, so YouTube, boo.
No, just you guys.
I'm gonna try it one more time. Select a site will be able to see the content. Select it. Try it one more time. Enter.
You gotta click that.
Try it one more time. Enter.
Oh,
share.
Oh, sorry.
Mute that.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. So
I can play on my phone, maybe.
I'm gonna play it on my phone.
Okay.
So yeah, sorry, fail. That's a big fail for Instagram. What is this called? YouTube. Okay, so I'm going to play this on my phone for you guys. So this is not going to be optimal, but it'll still be fun.
I'll turn this light down a little bit if you want to turn the brightness on your phone up.
It'll be okay, I think. We'll see.
It won't reflect.
We'll see.
It might create like a glare.
I know, but we can look on there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I love the delay. Okay.
Light glare.
So there's a slight glare here, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Let me just make sure the volume's all the way up. That's not the volume button. That's the volume button. Okay.
I'm excited. Here's the trailer, you guys.
This is the new trailer.
Only recently single.
So when did your relationship end?
You held Dwight at arm's length and then you hurt him deeply. 548 days ago.
That is way too long to sit in the shower. Gotta shake it all off and get back in the game.
You sound just like my friends.
You learn from your mistakes and then you move on.
It's not gonna be another relationship.
That could be true.
What? A gay man pushing 60 has a better chance being eaten by an orchid than he does finding a romantic partnership. It was in an AARP magazine.
I saw Dwight again. What are you doing outside my house? Oh, shit. Are you following me now? I was stalking you. I'm a stalker now. I'm not proud of it. Hi, this is Philip, my boyfriend.
Dwight has moved on. You have to do the same.
You're getting married? I am. Which is why I'm ending this conversation with you right now. What if you could learn from your mistakes and then go back and make it right?
Oh, God.
James, what do you even know about relationships?
You're Ignacio. We've met before.
What did I tell you about your voice?
It's annoying.
No talk. This didn't happen.
Okay, since we're on the topic, I activated my profile. I got a message. Oh my God. He's so hot. I thought you should know I'm HIV positive. I've been recuperating from surgery the last few months. I had rectal cancer, but everything down below is up and running again. You know, this is like watching a plane crash in slow motion.
Ray's the new diversity hire.
He's white.
Yeah, but he's old white.
James Cantwell, realtor.
Actually, it's realtor.
James, nobody sees those bench ads with all the homeless people living in LA, sleeping up against them.
No, oh my God. I got my real estate license too. Looks like we're competitors. Again.
You're Gary Chen. I'm producing a talk show.
This is the start of a whole new life for you.
The Garrison I know had some damn hair on his head. I don't know who this ball thing is.
Well, I guess I'll just be collecting my pin.
Sorry, wants to quit the show.
Show me.
I have to go. Oh.
I'm coming for you.
Oh, God.
It's a mess. Why else would you be here?
It's a disaster. I'm Venmoing you $100 to stop talking.
Did that work? Did you see it? That was a long trailer. That's a 3-minute trailer, but again, it's for sales.
Yeah.
So anyway, what'd you guys think? No, it was not released today on YouTube. You guys are seeing it exclusively. It won't be released probably for a couple of weeks. David is going to do the score. The music you heard was, some of it's going to be in it. The Bright Light song, the 20 Pop song. A couple of the songs that are in it will be in it, but they'll be used better. They'll be better edited. And then David is going to write score for it as well. So amazing, funny mess. Can't wait. Yeah, it is. There's a lot of shit that goes on. No, you saw. So John Stevens is asking, what you saw was the original trailer, which was put together before the show was edited. So the editor didn't have all of the scenes put together. He didn't know what I wanted. I hadn't seen all the footage yet. So that was just the original one we did for a post-production fundraiser. This is the one we're going to use to try to sell the show. RBS Chuck throws it to the wall. Chuck, he's so over the top. It's so great. I love him. I always say to him, you're the worst. You're the best worst actor I've ever seen. Thank you. Yes, I'm a stalker. Funny guy, so cool. Irish Kevin, yeah, the line is Ray says, "What are you doing?" And James says, "I'm Venmoing you $100 to stop talking," as only James can deliver it. I always say, James, give me 5% more screech on your voice.
Like in the park when he's walking away.
Be there at 1 o'clock. Yeah, Ignacio's so good. He's very funny. You guys are gonna love Ignacio's a great ad for this season. Really helps. What would Ava Gabor say? Yes, Irish Kevin got it. You got it. Yep, you noticed that the music wasn't all there, right? There's periods where there was no music, or there was just like a low drum beat going on. So it's gonna be so the music makes such a big difference. You don't even realize it. When I see a scene edited, sometimes I'm a little underwhelmed. And I'm hoping it's going to be good. But then when David puts the score to it, the scene soars. The score makes the scene soar. Ouch. It looks gay and delicious. It's gay and delicious, but it's also I believe it transcends the fact that the main characters are gay.
Yeah.
Not that I'm trying to hide from it at all. Like I embrace it.
Yeah.
But I love the idea of our show having more of a universal appeal.
The characters are so dynamic, and so there's so much depth to them. I like to compare it to Grace and Frankie.
Okay.
There's some underlying themes, but it's just real people dealing with real issues written in a really comical way.
Well, and yes, I'll agree with that. I wrote it. Of course I'm gonna agree with that. You gave me a compliment. It's very rare, by the way, when Trevor gives me a compliment. And let's see. Hi, Jeff. Yes, well, I can't wait for you to see. I don't know if you just tuned in. We gave a little bit of a spiel about, if you rewatch the live, you'll see we gave a spiel about how the season 2 will probably not come out until later this year, only because we're trying to sell the show. Because if we sell the show, there can be a season 3, a season 4, season 5,
when
season
we
6.
sell the show.
When we sell the show. If anybody watching this happens to work for Hulu, Paramount Plus, Peacock, Netflix, I don't poo-poo Netflix, Apple,
especially
Stars.
After the contracts have been rewritten, I like them all.
Yeah, so I mean, that's where we'd like to find a home. We'd like a home for the show so we can make more of them.
Is Dwight going to end up on the kitchen floor eating again? No, that's just a special.
Dwight has his moments, though. He gets to have his moments. Bless you.
Excuse myself.
Okay, Trevor will be back. So let's talk about Trevor for a minute.
I heard that.
The dog's going to chase you. I'll get to some questions in the meantime. Stalking Dwight, you're intrigued. Yeah, it's Ray's a mess in season 2. I'm telling you. So the swimming pool throw, first of all, that was shot in January, and that was shot at one of our cast members' house. And he told me he was going to heat the pool, and he didn't. So it was freezing cold. It was one of the more amazing experiences I had. We had a stunt coordinator to coordinate the push into the pool, which believe it or not, you don't just get pushed in the pool. You have to, there's something you do to make it play interestingly on the camera. So that was something that he helped us with. I believe I was pushed in like eight or 9 times. I had a shirt that says, Totes Iconic. I had 8 or 9 of those shirts, which we then proceeded to offer up on the fundraiser that we did for post-production. So all 9 of those shirts went to people who contributed to the show. I had just 2 pairs of jeans. So my clothes were being rushed into the dryer to dry. I had 2 pairs of matching sneakers, and they would put foot dryers in my shoes. I would come out of the pool, and immediately people would come. It was so sweet. People would come around like with blankets, wrap them around me because I was shivering. It was so cold. I truly believe that Trevor it was his favorite thing to do in the entire shoot to push me into that pool. Trevor, would you agree to that? Just say yes. Just say yes. I said I think your favorite thing to do the entire shoot was pushing me in the pool.
I don't push you in the pool.
It's in the trailer.
They can't tell it's me.
Yeah, well, these guys can.
This was a surprise.
It was
my favorite.
Yeah.
Favorite part. We did it 4 times.
No, we did it like 8 or 9
5
times. 8 or 9 times total. There'll be a recap of season 1 before season 2 starts. Probably not. I think because season 2 is so short, there's a 2-hour recap. It's on YouTube. It's called season 1.
I think my favorite part was filming at Trunks.
Yeah.
That's cool.
There's so much good stuff. So very true, Brad. Munchies. Yeah. Brad is saying, I think we saw Dwight have the munchies in this live.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
Can I have a bowl of your cereal before we go?
Sure. I've been waiting and dying for you to ask.
Which one do I get?
You got Frosted Flakes.
I think I'm sold on Frosted Flakes.
Or Frosted Flakes. We got Berries, Captain Crunch. We got Cinnamon Toast Crunch. All family size because I need it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But basically that's Fruit Loops, just different shapes.
I was gonna get Fruit Loops. It was I only had $20, so that's enough.
Go Jump, you're welcome. Thank you. Cap is my favorite. Frosted Flakes for the win. Thank you.
It's floating, sorry.
That's okay. It's a floater. So you guys have any questions? Any more questions about the show? About there's a whole bunch of stuff we answered, but it's okay to repeat just to make sure everyone's up to date. Again, season 2 should be done by the end of April, and our hope is to sell it. Our plan is to sell it, in which case it would be up to whoever buys it to when they're going to release it. But the good news about that is if we sell it, when we sell it, we will be able to do more seasons. Richard!
What?
Richard is also sending us a, whatever this is called,
Oh.
super chat, something like that. Thank you. He says
Now I can pay my phone bill.
No, he said it's for a better dinner.
Kidding.
What's better than
Come on.
this?
To each their own.
By the way, Richard, I'm almost done with that second bottle, actually the bigger bottle of whiskey. It is so good. I have a friend. Anyway, I won't get into it. So good.
You have a friend? What are you saying?
I have a friend, Trevor.
We like to harass each other.
He likes to harass me. I'm just always kind to him.
I'm kind to you too. I only joke with my friends, so it's a term of it's a sign of endearment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I almost ate it. I've eaten worse things.
I'm sure you have. Michael, no. I think if you just saw that last interaction, no, we're not a couple. We're a couple friends. We just play a couple on TV. Yeah, don't sell it to Amazon Prime. My understanding about Amazon Prime is that they don't pay anything for shows like ours. So
I can give you my password. Just call me.
And here's the thing too. If we end up selling it to a streamer, I can't guarantee this, but my goal would be to get in touch with everybody who contributed to the show and somehow put the show online just so they can watch it for free. Because you guys contributed to the show, if you're on our contributors list, I don't want you to have to get Amazon Prime or.
They could do what I do. Just find a friend who has that subscription and be like, "Hey, let's hang out."
There's
hey,
that.
You want to watch a movie or a show? Like, have you heard of this show?
If there's a way to show, I just want to show my appreciation.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
if there's a way to do it, contractually there may not be
like a coupon code that we can give to
right
1,000 people.
Josh, hello from Los Angeles. Okay.
Are you guys a couple in real life?
Just answered that one.
No,
That's the one.
Okay.
Trevor just jumps on that all the time. No.
I'd be honored to be your boyfriend.
Awkward.
I have a boyfriend. So in a different.
Nick, thank you. So Nick was hanging out with us. Nick Field. Nick is he lives in the UK, and he has a show that we were on. Is it a radio show? It's online. I don't know if it's actually also a radio show.
Podcast.
Yeah. No, but I think it's also a radio show.
Okay.
Series viewing party. If you're in LA, we will probably do a premiere of the first couple of episodes. Hello, Miami.
Go ahead.
Stephen Black, thank you. It's to replenish the cereal. Thank you. Sparkly Pants, yes, there are 8 episodes in season 2. Again, the shortest one is 22.5 minutes. The longest one is 36 minutes. So they average 26, 27 minutes long each. And I do have a partner in real life. Yes, his name is Max. Greetings to Mexico. Thank you. Any questions about the show? Any last minute questions? Anything you want to know? Anything you want to tell them? Any memories you have?
I do miss filming. It was a lot of fun. Like that window of when you start filming to finish filming, right after pre-production and right before post-production. It's so much fun. It's like summer camp. Every day is just like,
oh, it's so intense though.
Oh, it's intense, but it's like, it's energizing. It's fun,
It's like eating 12 bowls of
and you have like one day to get all these shots in, so we have no choice but to get it done, and we got a schedule, and I miss all the crew members and our hair and makeup, and the cast. It was cool.
I could see you especially missing hair and makeup.
We're actually I was your hair and makeup.
Trevor doesn't cut my hair anymore.
No, the show's over.
He refuses to.
Okay. Well, you live so far away.
True. I would come to you. Yes. So Nick is confirming it's a radio show. Nick, if you have a link for your radio show, drop it in here and I'll share it.
Trevor, any acting gigs we should be looking for you in? Well, as a matter of fact, I'm actually filming an episode this Sunday of Pepito's America.
Cool.
Carlos is also selling his series right now.
Carlos is in our show.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was another one. 10.
Courtney. 11.
Yeah, no, Carlos took all of the episodes offline actually because he's in the middle of selling the series. I shot a horror film in September that I think will be coming out end of the year. Maybe next year we're going to submit to the film festival circuit. I play a wealthy, successful businessman with a fiance. It's called The Mannequin. But should we talk about Sunday? Should we talk about Sunday?
Sure. You know what? This is a fun idea. If you happen to live in LA, this Sunday, Trevor and I and a number of cast members are getting together just for fun, a little cast reunion at a Sunday thing that happens called Hot Dog. It's at El Cid, which is a restaurant on Sunset in Silver Lake. Mm-hmm. It starts at 4. You have to get tickets. You have to go online and find the tickets for Hot Dog Sunday. But we're going to be there.
You can also buy them at the door, but there might be a line.
It's St. Patrick's Day, so yeah. I think you probably...
It would be in your best interest to buy them online. That's cool.
Thank you. Yes, and also wanted to get back to Nick. If you haven't left, or I've already said that, right? About give me a link to your show and I'll share it. Peter Jor is asking, anyone buying the new series? None of the characters are declared as bisexual. They could be without me knowing. I don't know. There's some new characters. Patrick, Sebastian, number 12, new character.
Oh, yeah.
Brad is saying to Michael that you need to set up to get notifications. If you're subscribed to the channel, you have to hit the little bell in one of the corners, I think, so you get the notifications for updates, which there's going to be more and more updates now that the show is getting closer to being done.
Same thing.
Okay. Also, for those of you coming in late, if we sort of jerry-rigged on my phone, we showed you the new trailer. So this is going to be posted, saved on YouTube. So if you want to go back and look at it, the comments will all be there saved, but also you'll be able to see this trailer again. How come nobody ever asks me if I have any acting gigs coming up?
Do you have any acting gigs coming up?
No. I did a
You
commercial.
should tell them about that. I was going to say.
You know, it's funny. I was going to keep this as a surprise, but now I think it's not happening. I got hired to be someone I know is an executive producer on a commercial for MasterCard, Discover Card. And I was hired to be the sexy older bartender. And I said, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And it didn't occur to me that I was just going to be in the background with like nothing to do. Of course, that should have occurred to me. And it was obvious. So I was in the background with nothing to do. But because I've worked on a set before, I know about continuity. Like if you're in the background and they keep doing shots over and over again from different angles, always do the same thing at the same time. Yeah. And I did. And the director noticed, and he's like, "That, you know, thank you so much for doing that. It's going to make it so much easier to cut." And I was like, I know what you're up against. Yeah. So the commercial starred Jennifer Coolidge from White Lotus and many other things. Love her so much. And the shot that I was in, she was at this table in the front of the camera, and I'm way in the background over here. That's me this far back. Yeah, I'm doing things, walking around. And turns out they're going to do another shot where she came in the front door and she addresses the people in the bar. And then she turns to me and hands me the credit card. And we have this little exchange. And it was completely improvised. And it was not, I had no idea it was going to happen. She was lovely. And turns out she didn't like the hat she was wearing in the commercial when she saw it afterwards. So she doesn't want them to release it.
Didn't you say she thought she looked at you like thinking?
Oh, there's that. So yeah, so this strange thing happened where she walks in before they're shooting the commercial just to sort of for the blocking. And she walks in and she says hi to a couple people she worked with already in the commercial. Then she turned and looked at me and she went, "Oh, hi." Like she knew me. And
who does he look like? You've seen White Lotus, right?
So when my hair was darker, I looked a lot like Murray Bartlett.
And I think she thought you were Murray Bartlett.
Yeah, I think she may have, like for seconds, so like, you know, sometimes where you just see somebody and you're like, what are you doing here? Kind of like,
do look a lot like him. Like you could be brothers. It's uncanny. What happened?
Okay, the camera's still on. I think that just, okay.
Did it just disappear? Wait, we're still on.
We're still
on.
We're still on, but we lost on my computer the picture.
Do you have like apps that are like currently running?
Yeah, hold on. Sorry, guys. Where is it? It's. I should have.
It's like hiding.
Yeah.
Is there a search where you can just search the computer? Like, oh wait, it's through Chrome.
It's through Chrome. I just have to make Chrome. So I know you guys can see us. We can't see your questions.
I can see questions here.
Oh, okay. Great.
Close to that.
Great.
Question 3 from RBS. What would the rating of the new season be?
PG-13. It's we leaned into the comedy and the drama. I won't say it's not sexy, but what dinged us on YouTube the first season was the sex scene between Ray and Dwight, which was so vanilla, really. But you know, ooh, scary for.
And the other episode at the memorial.
Oh, the one at the memorial with the
line of coke.
Yes, the drugs.
Yeah, which was really just.
So we have drug talk. Do we have drugs? We have drug talk.
I have another question here for Rich. What writing project should we be looking for from you?
I'm doing some stuff that pays the bills. That nothing that I would get excited about. I'm excited about season 2 of The Disappointments, to be honest.
What about that Unicorn Princess project? That sounded really cool.
Which one? The Unicorn Princesses in Outer Space. That's Ray gets a job in season 2 working on a show called Unicorn Princesses in Outer Space.
It's great.
It's it's based on.
I mean, I would watch it after watching like Adventure Time and all these fun shows.
Yeah, I think you'd watch it if you were high.
No, I love it. I love like fantasy, like pulls you out of this world, and it just, if you haven't seen Adventure Time, watch it. It's really great. I cried when I saw the finale episode. There's 10 seasons. It was so beautiful. How are you? Good. Thank you.
Jennifer Coolidge always looks good. I agree. It just was a quirky little thing. She didn't like the hat she was wearing. I said, all right, girl.
Maybe HBO will buy the show since everyone loves Murray Bartlett.
Maybe HBO will get confused. I'll get HBO. I'll take HBO out for drinks and get HBO drunk and get HBO to say,
like, hey, it's me, Murray. Can I just walk in? Like,
hey, it's me, Murray from Australia.
Oh yeah, you could do that. That was pretty good.
I just did it.
That's pretty good. I've seen many people post your pics calling you Murray Bartlett. You need to meet. You guys should be casting.
No, we have met.
Oh, you have?
I'm friends with him.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. We met in Provincetown, and yeah, he's
Under boat slip?
So no. That would have been weird, but also hot.
Plot for season 2, Marley Bartlett shows up as a long lost twin brother.
Believe me, I thought about it. Season 3. There's LTV in Europe. I don't want to limit myself, but at the same time, I don't necessarily want to put the show on a gay streaming service, because I want to have a broader audience, and not just because, not that I don't want to, share the love with our gay LGBTQ brothers and sisters and all of that stuff, but I just feel like the show should be seen by more people, and I want to have the opportunity to do that, because it gives people who are like your parents, for instance. Yeah. People who aren't exposed to this world,
who love the show, and
who have seen the show,
wouldn't have seen it if it wasn't for me sending it to them.
Right, and if it's on a streamer that is more easily
accessible,
more likely to be on someone's radar.
The thing is, our community is already watching the show.
Interestingly enough, if you go to I've done a poll on my Instagram, asked how many people have seen the show. Fraction of I have 149,000 followers. Probably 100,000 of them are actually real people.
I'm gonna say, how many of them are like active? Like,
I would say, let's say it's chop off a third. So that's why I went down to 100. I'll do another poll, but like, it's so few people. Yeah. It's like, why are you following me? What, like, you look at my content, it's about the show. Well, there's that too, but that's how I get people to contribute to the show. I haven't taken my shirt off yet though today. So
no, I've noticed you
I haven't showered since the gym either. So sorry about that, people.
You really cut back these days.
It's a scratch and sniff situation here on YouTube Live.
I have a question for you.
Yes,
from
please.
Clarence Alexander Pryor. What show inspired you to create The Disappointments?
Indirectly, it was a show. Chuck Sekula, who plays Ignacio in season 1 and much bigger role in season 2 as Ignacio, he was in a web series called The New 30. And at the time it was just premiering. There was a premiere for it. It wasn't anywhere to be seen. And Chuck was in an episode and he said, come with me to this, this premiere. I want to see this. And I was like, oh God, a gay web series. That sounds dreadful. And I agreed to go with him to it. But I got him to agree that if we went, once his episode, which was the 3rd episode, played, we'd split, we'd leave. And from the moment it started, I was just hugely impressed with it. It looked gorgeous. It was well written. It was really well acted. And that is what made me take my pilot script for a show called The Disappointments, which I knew nobody would ever make. It was just a writing sample. And that's what made me want to turn it into a web series, just make it myself.
Off of that, Paul Andreas Echefor, sorry about that. Why the name The Disappointments?
Because, it's funny. Originally, I said that was a placeholder title that cracked me and some friends up. But then I realized it really was good and it really had resonance for who the characters they themselves are. They are disappointments, but also it's a show about the disappointments that we all face in life over, whether it's in the moment or over time where, we haven't reached our goals.
Yeah.
Where we're dissatisfied with where we've landed.
It was also the nickname Rich made for me. So it was just fitting.
Never. I would never make that nickname. I have much better nicknames for you.
Let's see. Oh, wow. George P. To all of us who chose to stay silent.
All right, George.
Thanks.
I mean, that's loud. You got loud, George. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Let's see. Season 2 clocks in at 2 hours and 12 minutes. Ever thought of editing it together as a film? The gay web series where the Bears are did that and sold DVDs and digital downloads.
Well, my plan right now is because we're going to sell season 2.
Oh, but then he said, plot for season 3. So he corrected himself. So the plot for season. Oh wait, I'm confusing the people. Sorry. Shit.
Okay.
Go back.
So I'll answer the first question is.
Yeah.
I want to re-edit season 1 back to what it was supposed to be instead of 11 small episodes, 6 longer episodes. There are moments that we cut an episode off sort of in the middle of what was happening and picked it up in the next episode where it just flows better if it's all together as it was meant to be.
So it ends unresolved.
Yeah. So the storyline for season 1, if you were to edit it together, doesn't build like a movie. It's episodes of a television show.
Chapters. Yeah.
Right. A movie is always, it's a first act that spins off in the first 20 minutes, 25 minutes of a movie, set it all up. Then something happens that spins it off into a new direction for like the next 65, 75 minutes.
You can tell he's a writer.
Yes.
You got it down.
And then at the end of that, something big happens that sends the movie towards the end.
And the climax, and then
the climax, and then the cigarette.
The cuddling after.
Now it's get out. I need some detergent.
TMI.
No, I love cuddling.
Here's another one. There are classic sitcoms that I love, like Sex and the City, Friends, Will and Grace, and The Facts of Life. What you talking about, Willis? That's not Facts of Life. That's no,
different strokes.
Different strokes. What's your favorite?
I like Sex and the City. Loved Friends. Those are sort of classic sitcoms. I think to me, sitcoms got so much better. Like when they changed, when they were less about being in front of a studio audience, and it was like Arrested Development. Or we were just talking about it, Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
I like shows that are funny because they're really funny, not because it's set up jokes like that.
I love Schitt's Creek.
I appreciate that stuff, but I prefer more freestyle, quirky stuff.
Although if we're gonna go to like live studio audience, nothing beats I Love Lucy.
True.
I like binging that.
Oh, also Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah.
You ever see Dick Van Dyke? Have you?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay. Got to keep going then. Best sitcom I think ever was Mary Tyler Moore's Show. Can't beat it. You ever see it?
I have seen it.
Stop it.
I have seen it. I didn't watch it live like you did, but
I did, but I was in high school.
I missed the TGIF shows like Full House and Family Matters and Sabrina. Remember? I was in middle school.
I chose to not watch those.
You're like, I wrote those.
I wish I wrote those, and
right.
I would never have written the disappointments if I had written those.
And you wish you wrote those?
No.
There we go.
No. Everything works out the way it should work out.
Then Annie was part of my gay awakening, said Jimmy Curtis. Yeah, she was great. And she's now the president of SAG, and she's been doing a great job.
Then I was going to make a joke, but never mind. Fran Drescher.
Fran
Love
Drescher,
her.
Yeah. You have to tell me the joke later. Let's see.
Damn.
Just Dwight, Kevin from Kevin Brennan, Does Dwight end on another cliffhanger for season 2?
It's less of a cliffhanger and more like, okay, where's this gonna go? Like it's
I'm more
not,
of hanging on a cliff.
it's not there's a big drop. I'll say that. But it's a resolve, and the future lies ahead. I don't want to say too much.
I have another question from Brad. Oh, share the nicknames for Trevor.
I haven't had enough cereal. This is so funny. I have no idea how to access. I got a phone call coming in when there it is.
There we go. What'd you do?
I clicked on Chrome twice.
Oh, good.
We're just joking because we have not been able to see our own page. Trevor's been looking at this on his phone, which is how we control and look at
stay in touch with you guys.
Right. Carol Burnett. Yeah, no, that's another genius. Carol Burnett, All in the Family. Fudge, All in the Family was phenomenal. And I was just a kid, but I totally appreciated it.
Smoking cigar friends. That's what he said. Question mark. There's no smoking cigars in the show.
No, but I don't mind a cigar now.
I have a couple of smoking cigar friends.
Let's smoke cigars. Do you have one? We have cereal.
No.
Yes, Carol Burnett was hilarious. I loved it when Tim Conway would crack them up.
I see we have some new followers. Should we
give a
update them a little update?
Yes. So for those of you who have just joined us, we'll give you a little quick thing. First of all, be sure to rewatch this, and you'll see our new trailer, which we showed. And this live is going to be posted. Number one. Number two is that we expect to be done with post-production at the end of April, providing our sound guy schedule allows. And that's a tight schedule to get there. But he's got a lot of work to do. He's our last man standing to finish the show. After that, we'll release the trailer that we just showed. And we are also going to take that trailer and shop it around along with the series and try to sell the series, which we need to do. And I say try to sell it. We're going to sell the series.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh darn it. Because we can't do a season 3 unless we sell it. We could, but I mean, to be honest, like you guys who are watching this, many of you have contributed. If we do another season, we're going to have to raise like $250,000. And I can't.
My head aches, can't handle it.
It was so hard to raise what we raised. And it was a full-time job. Luckily, I was between jobs at the time. So I full-time, literally full-time, and just barely got there. So.
But we have a lot more backing this time around. You know, the success of season 1.
Well, the success of season 1, and when season 2 is going to expand upon that big time, but there's a mentality out there, which we talked about, where people don't understand why they should contribute to a show. Like, why? Just make it so we can watch it. Like, no, it's like we're not a studio. We don't have millions of dollars to.
Yeah,
I know. If I was super rich, I would love to just be putting my own money into this, but I don't. I'm not super rich. I'm just rich.
It's good.
Thank you. I'm not gonna just do I'm just Ken's song now. No, don't sing rich.
Please.
So anyway, we want to sell the show. And when we sell the show, we'll do season 3. I've already got season 3 in my head. And it's I kind of think of it in a way like it's a, not to compare because it's such a great show, like won't compare us to Curb Your Enthusiasm, but by the same time, I think in that same way, we have the ability to keep doing stories because it's a similar world.
Johnson, that's 12.
I don't
want to give it away though.
There is if you're asking,
there's a Leatherman.
If you're asking if there's a Leatherman friend in season 2, yes, there is.
Mm-hmm. He has a cameo appearance.
Yeah. There was no coffee cups. And it's definitely, I can't tilt this, but it was
It's
definitely
whiskey
milk.
and Captain Crunch.
Whiskey crunch.
Who's this impression? I like it. The voice.
That's just me.
Oh, it's good.
It's just a voice I do.
It sounds like what's her name from SNL? Who does the Target lady?
Maybe. Right. Well, God, what's her name?
Oh my God. Someone, the Target lady. What's her name? It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh my God, she's in all the Ryan Murphy stuff.
She's in all Ryan Murphy stuff.
She's in a lot of the.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm confusing her with the other actress. Oh my God.
You're going.
Yeah.
All right. Questions. Kristen Wiig. Thank you,
Kristen
Irish
Wiig,
Kevin.
thank you.
I always count on Irish
Not
Kevin to
Kristen
come
Wiig
through.
and-
But
yeah.
that's a Target lady.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the woman that could play her sister.
Gays should pay to achieve visibility. Lewis, is Lewis okay? Am I calling you by the correct pronunciation of your name? It's about us. I don't get the shallowness. I paid up. Thank you. Nothing special. Thanks for a great show. The thing is,
Thank you.
you know what? If every person watching the show or every person who wants to support gay content were to contribute $10, we'd be able to do this show.
Well, and you know what? A lot of people did, and that's what
Well,
allowed us
right.
to, which is cool.
I would say
That's how this
our
happened.
fundraising, half of it was small donations. Half of it was larger donations.
The other half is
Well, maybe a quarter of it was large donations, and another quarter of it was one person. He knows who he is. I'll drink to him. Milk.
I'll drink to him.
Oh my God, cereal.
It's like the body of Christ.
Amen. $10 is nothing. $10 given by a million people is $10 million.
Yeah, but if you have $0, 10 is something.
True. So I was talking about the show. So if we sell it, please Jesus, when we sell it, it may delay the actual release longer because it'll be up to the streaming platform for when they want to release it.
I'm just rich. Like, I'm just Ken.
Yeah.
Rich enough. You know Ken enough?
That's
Did you say that?
Yes.
I missed it. I was busy reading comments and stuff.
he's cute though, right? Okay. Any more questions? We've been having fun with you guys. Anything else you want to ask? Anything else we can share about the show? Okay.
I have a question for you.
Yes, Trevor.
What was your favorite day on set of season 2?
Gosh. I had a lot of favorite days. I had a lot of days I hated only because there was so much drama went on. But the days that were beautiful, I had moments. Sorry, my answers. I think my favorite day was Trunks. I think it was the second Trunks, as challenging as that was.
The second Trunks.
The nighttime Trunks.
The
Outside.
alleyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so satisfied with what that became.
Yeah, I was the most nervous for that. I think we both were.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's a scene that takes place at the climax of the season. And we've rehearsed it, but, you know, we're always kind of.
We didn't rehearse it too much, I think, because one of the
No.
things is this goes back to, I think it was Richard's question about emotion. It definitely is, for my character, the most emotional scene.
Probably the best work you'll see Rich do. So it was probably a little intimidating knowing that you're going to have to give a performance that you've never done before. And you did. You did. And Getty actually helped us with that scene, which is really cool. Getting to take direction from Getty.
So that, but also things that days when I was directing more than I was acting, I loved, because it just taking off one of those hats was good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know. Well, I'll leave aside all the qualifiers for this, but your scene with Michael Corbett at the dining table, that was one of the most powerful things that
cool.
I felt proud of, putting it together and then giving it to you guys to make it magic. That was great.
There's a lot of depth to that performance for sure.
Yeah.
My favorite was just the challenge of the rain. I got like my umbrella, And I forgot who was with me holding the umbrella, and I got my iPad, and we're out there, and it was a day you were dealing with things.
Well, I had a lot going on.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
job was sucked. People at my job were just that.
So I directed some scenes outside, and it was fun. It was with Chuck and James, and they're so much fun to work with. They're like, they're like two kids in a candy store.
Yeah,
They're
that was
just
fun.
goofy
It came out
and-
really good too.
Yeah.
Yes, Brad, that is the first time I've used that line.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
1,000% Star Trek.
I'm Star Wars. Actually, no, I'm Lord of the Rings. If we're gonna talk fantasy,
Lord of the Rings.
it was epic.
Lord of the Rings was
It
great,
was epic.
but totally different.
I mean,
I like Star Wars, but I think Star Trek. There's just so much more.
I don't have a VHS player to play Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
You don't have streaming services. You don't have Disney Plus.
No, I have the VHS, but I don't have a VHS
Oh.
player.
Okay. Monty Python. Well, first of all, I don't know where Monty Python where that's coming from.
Have you seen Dune 2, Trevor? No, I haven't even seen Dune 1 yet. I need to. I'm behind. It was really long, so I didn't go to theaters.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it myself. Monty Python. It's random because that popped up. Best opening to a movie ever. Best 20 minutes is the opening of Life of Brian. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's genius. Okay, so no more questions. Any more information that we have to give? Again, please, if you sat through this,
Pray for us.
pray for us. Go to the homepage here. Subscribe to our channel. Excuse me. Milk. Subscribe to our channel. Click the little notification thing so you get notifications. Share the show. That's like the most important thing you can do is if you like the show, tell everybody about it.
In addition, if you haven't seen the show, watch the show.
Right. If you
really
haven't
good.
seen the show, WTF?
Yeah.
I mean, LOL.
I'm actually going to be posting more scenes from season 1 just to show people who like.
I will share with
Just
you.
shed some
So
glimpse.
Charlie, our social media guy, has made a bunch of little vignettes that I've begun posting too. And God, the one I just posted on my Instagram already has almost 70,000 views in 2 days, which is people like this stuff. So we'll
They got nothing better to do.
well, they could vote.
I'm kidding.
Jimmy's excited for the bloopers. We apparently, Serge, our editor, sent me a message. I'm trying to think of when it was, and said that he has a whole reel of bloopers ready to go. So,
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I haven't seen them yet.
I thought he was having trouble finding them.
No, he's been putting them. I think that the person that's hard to find the bloopers for this season was Getty because Getty was so prepared. It's so like Getty knew all his lines. It's like, damn it. Season 1, he was like, Season 2, he's like, nails everything. Max is here. Hi, Max.
Hey.
We're doing YouTube Live. Max is here to collect his dog. Archie. Archie was out 3 hours ago. He's not been fed. Sorry. Totally lost track. Is that the time?
Yeah, it's okay.
Whoa. Because didn't you have to be somewhere?
Yeah, this is more important.
Okay. Oh, look at that. You guys. Trevor had somewhere to be, but you're more important.
I joined a theater company. We do stage readings on Monday nights, and they're fun. But I mean, this is my show.
Yeah, it is. It is your show. It's. I love that.
Kevin Brennan, See Wonka and Fellow Travelers. I wanted to see Fellow Travelers, but I don't have.
I just
Showtime.
saw. I watched it. It's phenomenal. It's so good.
Did you watch it on Showtime? Or is there another way you can watch it?
I don't have Showtime. It was on something else.
Okay, I'll have to look it up.
It was on something else. Gary says, I encourage everyone here to mention the show to our friends. I'm a big believer in serendipity, and maybe the show just needs to be seen by the right person. That is absolutely true. Just needs to fall into the correct lap.
It is true because someone approached us at Hyde that one night from CBS.
And he
was like, "We want to talk to you guys about the show."
I will call you. Bye. He's so shy. Yeah, come on, Max. Come here. Be the face right here for a minute.
He doesn't want all the crazy stalkers that we get, though.
That's true. They're not crazy. I love my stalkers. I'm a stalker myself. Just ask Ray.
Yeah, you're right. But this guy.
So and
saw the show
I
and
was actually at in Park City for skiing and saw a guy who works for YouTube and said he couldn't believe that we haven't raised or that we haven't made a giant fortune with the show on YouTube. I'm like, do you know how YouTube works?
Well, we also decided not to monetize it for the viewer's experience.
Well, no, we ran commercials the first time for the first year and a half. And
was it that long?
Yeah.
Okay.
We just pulled the commercials recently because we're not making any money off of it. And I was like, it's ruining people's experiences to have a commercial right in the middle of a scene.
Well, the thing is, this is such a sophisticated show with so many people involved. It would be different if it was just you and you're monetizing it. You keep all that money, but like the money we'd make would be divided. And
right. Well, that's the thing too. Is like if we're actually making money, actors get paid first dollar. So yeah,
it's in the contract.
It's a contract.
It's a SAG deferred.
Vignettes. Take a rainy day and binge all of season 1, folks. It's worth it. Thank you. It's not even a rainy day. You just need a rainy 2.5 hours. You're done. You can watch it at night before you go to bed. Richard says, for season 3 fundraiser perk, pay Rich to be your stalker for an hour. LOL. $10,000. I'll be your stalker. Yes, Paramount Plus. That is
perfect. Good.
That's where I watched it.
Thank you. Thank you, Irish Kevin.
So, speaking of Richard, we could cap this off with a little. See that thing over there?
I was going to ask you, but I didn't.
We're going to need coffee cups. So they're in the cabinet right above there. So we're getting ready to sign off here in a couple minutes, but we've enjoyed this very much. We're going to have a cup of coffee with you guys. It's just coffee. That's all it is. This is milk. I'm finishing.
Irish Kevin would understand.
Irish Kevin, St. Patrick's Day is coming up. I'm Irish too. Burns.
I'll give you this one.
Cheers.
I'll drink the
coffee.
New Orleans
Cafe du Monde.
Cafe.
So let's have a last run of questions. Just ask us questions, things that pop in your head, things you want to know about the show, things that you've always been curious about. And we'll think, Trevor, something I've always been curious. Wait, you go first. No, you've never been curious about me. Trevor,
I've always been curious. What would it be like if I was in a room with Rich all alone and a karaoke machine? What would you sing? You wouldn't sing. You don't like to sing.
No, I mean, if it was just us and I was having a lot of coffee.
You thought I was going to say something else. You see where I was going?
No,
all
I
alone in a
have
room.
No idea where you're going.
No, it was like, never mind. It was funny in my head.
Trevor says I'm funny on paper, and I say Trevor's funny when I write on paper what he should say. What are my thoughts on?
I'm doing
AI?
karaoke tonight.
Are you?
Mm-hmm. If you guys want to come out, I'm going to do karaoke at Gym Bar. My friend Diedrich.
Cool.
Yeah, that's why it was on my mind.
Karaoke on my mind. You were karaoke on my mind. Isn't that a Willie Nelson song? Okay, we do have some questions. Bing bang. What was the inspiration for each of the main characters? Well,
Carolina's on my mind. James Taylor.
You were always on my mind. The inspiration for each of the characters. So, in no particular order, James was based on James roughly. James Campbell has a persona that I love, and I took that persona, mixed it up with some stuff, baked it with more James's true heart in it, shoved it in an oven, baked it, and that's where James came from. Getty's character was originally based, it was going to be played by Jim J. Bullock. And I don't know if you know Jim J. Jim J. is usually portrayed as this zany character in different shows, very, very zany. But in fact, he is this sweet, soulful guy. So I wrote the character to show that part of him, and then it didn't work out that he couldn't be in the show. And I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? How am I going to recast this? Getty popped into my head. And this is a very long story shortened. Getty and I had not spoken for almost 25 years. We had a falling out. And when I realized Getty would be perfect for the show, I reached out to his partner, who I still knew how to get in contact with. And I said, I've written this show. I'm going to make it. It's self-funded. I have a major part for Getty. He'd be perfect for it. Do you think he'd be interested in having a conversation with me? And my phone rang like an hour later, and it was Getty. And I sent him the script. He loved it. We shot it. And we said, like, right before we shot, like, when this is all over, let's sit down and talk about what had happened between us. We shot the show over the course of however many months. And by the end of it, we went out for Mexican food with a little tequila. And we just looked at each other and said, there's nothing here but love. We have nothing to talk about from the past. Everything's beautiful. My part was based on me, a version of me. So it's very, very close to me, but not all the circumstances are me. But it's like a lot of it, like, how would I react? That's not true. I'm a little bit more
inspired by.
Yeah. And taking certain aspects of my personality and just turning it up. I don't think I'm quite as desperate or as neurotic as Ray.
And a lot of people here might not know this, but he had other actors in mind for the part that he plays. And at the very beginning, we had such little funds, they turned it down because of lack of funds.
Right.
Rich really just wanted to be the writer and director and focus on that, and
wasn't an actor.
Yeah. Which and I can totally understand that being very intimidating. Be like, I'm already writing, I'm already directing. I want an actor to play this to really give it justice. And then his friends encouraged him, like, Rich, we think you can do this, and I'm glad they did. They believed in him, and he's like, yeah, you're right. And then he was like, oh shit, what did I get myself into?
Well, that's what happened this season. It's like I wrote this stuff, like I just wrote this show I wanted to see for these characters, where they wanted them to go. And my character in particular goes to some places that after I wrote it, I realized, oh shit, I have to do this.
Yeah.
Like
it wasn't until the day of, you're like, oh great, why do I do this?
Well, I mean, some of it took a lot of, again, I don't want to give anything away, but there's some stuff that took a lot of preparation.
Also, just being an actor in general, you got to bring a lot of vulnerability, and it's hard for a lot of people to do that. That's why a lot of people don't get into acting, because it's very scary.
Yeah. But it was scary, but I'm with my friends, so I felt safe to go to those places. Trevor made me comfortable sometimes.
Well, and season 1 really prepared you for season 2.
Yeah, but season 2 is definitely a leap.
Yeah.
But yes. And then Trevor's character was loosely based on an ex of mine who likes to tell people the character is him. If you're watching, once again, how many times do I have to tell you this? It's not you.
It's not you. It's a version of me.
I love him. Just not saying his name, because to say his name would give him too much pleasure. But I like bust on him all the time. And I have said to him to his face that the character of Dwight is based on you if you were likable. And I laugh when I say that. Anyway.
Well, like every actor plays the likable version of the real characters inspired by.
That's not true. That's not true. Like Jeffrey Dahmer.
I liked him.
That's not funny.
No, he did. The actor did a really good job.
Yeah,
because what makes it so engaging is like, whoa, I know this guy. I can relate to this guy. Oh, that could have been me. Like, you know what I mean? Like most actors that play serial killers, there's like a charming aspect.
Oh, that could have been me as in.
That could have been me as a victim.
As opposed
because
to
I have a friend like this, and
right.
You know what I mean? Like people get away with killing people because they're
good at it.
They're good at like
charming.
reeling people in and then killing them.
because they're sociopaths.
Yeah,
Um,
that part.
yeah. So anyway, it was a part that I took elements. Some of it actually things actually happened that I picked right out of life. The conversation about the phone bill from season 1
Mhm.
happened. It didn't happen on the toilet, but there was a conversation that happened on the toilet also.
Mhm.
I just combined the two and made something out of it. So in that sense, it was based on reality, but it's not what happened. I took pieces and made it better.
Funnier
Um,
for your viewing pleasure. Peeing the sink.
being the sink happened.
Mhm.
Being the sink happened.
You puking on a dead body.
Didn't happen, but I did find a dead body once. I did. Had nothing to do with it. I just found it. It was freaky. Thank you, Lewis. Yeah, there was one of the people actually I talked to about it was Murray Bartlett. It was before his career just exploded. It was, it was before he had just been cast right after I asked him, probably the exact same time he was cast in Tales of the City. And that just began his ascension into the stratosphere. But to the best of my knowledge, he read the script. He said he liked it, but it wasn't But again, maybe he'll come on as my younger brother.
Yeah.
When we have money.
I just want to.
My younger straight brother.
I mean, he could. Yeah.
Or maybe he's like.
You guys should be the body swap movie.
Ooh. The gay brother, straight brother.
I thought of that
swap.
last week, actually. I was like, that'd be good casting.
What?
Murray Bartlett to play your brother in a body swap movie.
Okay, if you guys want to, I'm going to start a fundraiser for $10 million to make the gay brother, straight brother body swap movie. Starting that fundraiser right now. Contribute away.
For some of you who are just chiming in, because I know people are like kind of coming and going during these live feeds. Season 2 is almost done, and I'm so excited. I'm so proud of both of us and everyone involved. It's been
Keep talking.
It's been amazing.
I'm
the production value is 10 times better than season 1. The length is twice the length. We are going to sell it, and you are going to get to see it for your viewing pleasure on some streaming service in due time. At least, fingers crossed, by the end of 2024. Yeah. I don't want to give too much away, but there's it's so meaty. It's good. This is the season. I mean, you already told them, so I can tell them. I get to push them in a pool. That was fun. I can check that off my list.
Tell your side of that story now. Tell like everything that you did. Like, how did you see it? Like, because one of the things I shared about that was the amazing caring from the crew with regards to taking care of me every time I get to the pool.
Yeah. Well, we brought our stunt coordinator on for this day because pushing someone in the pool is a stunt. I didn't know that. But it does make sense. It's dangerous. You have to set it up for the camera, and you only have so many takes. So there's a lot of things to take consideration. And I've never pushed someone in a pool on camera before. Sean Valentine, good friend of mine.
On camera. He's never pushed anybody.
True.
With emotions.
True. Justin Stafford would know because I pushed him in the pool once.
He pushed you in the pool.
Yep. He had it coming. No, my friend Sean Valentine, I love you, Justin. We're good friends now. That was years ago. But Sean Valentine, I brought him on as our stunt coordinator, and he showed up for a few days. One of the days was at the park,
right,
where you're going to send me the car, which is in the trailer, and push him in the pool. And we only had X amount of takes because we had so many backups of Rich's wardrobe. Because if we're shooting it back to back, we don't have time to dry his clothes in the dryer. So we had a team of people to help strip Ray down, put his clothes back on, and do take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We did different camera angles, and it was definitely a dance. It was a choreographed kind of push in the pool.
But it was just so nice to have people rush to me when I climbed out of the pool with like taking my clothes, wrapping me in a blanket, like making sure I was warm. Because it was. Did you already say it was a cold January day?
Oh, it was really cold.
And we shot it at Michael Corbett's house, and Michael
And-
swore the heat was on in the pool.
Nope. We didn't have a budget to keep the pool warm.
Didn't have a budget for the director to freeze to death either, but
But it just reminded me of a James Cameron shoot for Titanic. I've heard behind the scenes stories of how it was so cold and shivering, and I was like, wow, that looks like so much fun. I can't wait.
and this show is truly a sunken ship, so that we hit an iceberg.
Yeah.
Okay, Jimmy. No, it's not you. It's me. Thank you, Chris, saying we got the right people to play the part. Thank you, Brad. I'm excited for you to see what I do in season 2 also. I don't know how I come off ultimately, but I definitely come off.
What's great is, Ray, Gary, and James, those characters, they're best friends, and season 1 really introduced those characters, but season 2, you get to really see their friendship shine. Your chemistry is built so much through this experience. So season 2, you just feel the love, and they really find their groove in season 2.
Sorry, I don't know why this is on my phone. Sorry, that was.
Who's that?
I have all these things on my.
There's nobody.
No, there's somebody, but
I'm just making jokes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. While Trevor's talking, I'm trying to find something that I can share on my phone. Not that. Yeah, what the hell?
I have something here. So many gays in the States and abroad watching this and liking this show. I'm flabbergasted that it was so difficult. Oh, wait. Oh, that was a while ago. I thought it was the newest question. My bad. Faster quick change in last night's John Cena costume design. So I missed that part.
What's that?
Someone made a comment saying faster quick change than last night's John Cena costume design. It was pretty fast. Because we were against daylight too.
Right. We were rushing. We're always rushing.
And everything was set up. The camera was ready. Lights were there. So it was just the matter of getting him changed. And getting wet clothes off a person is really hard. Like shoes, socks, pants. Do we have behind the scenes footage of that? Probably not.
I don't think so. I don't think we had anybody. We had nobody on set that day. We have.
No, we were limited with the amount of people there.
I have to get to posting on Instagram more pictures, more behind the scene pictures. Such great stuff.
One of the fun days was when we were shooting on my roof. That was a lot of fun.
Yes, it was.
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll leave. Dang it. Okay, hold on. Maybe I can show this. Hold on. I gotta wait for this to load. While that's loading,
they don't know what that means.
No, it doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything.
Okay. So we got Cavadango. We know who you are. So David Frank Long, our composer, has joined us. Everybody say hi to David. David and I are getting together tomorrow to spot the last episode, which means music spotting. Which, by the way, is a term, music spotting, when you sit down with the composer and director and composer in this situation, and we watch the episode and we choose where there should be music and what type of music it should be, like what type of feel are we going for David to compose. So it's called a spotting session. I've ruined that terminology for David, as he will tell you, because when I heard that, the first thing I thought of was like spotting, like, can I say period? It's like, spotting when somebody like
exclamation mark. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it just had I guess an ew factor. So David can't hear the word spotting without thinking of that now. Sorry, David.
Where most people here are just associated with you being a stalker.
Yes, exactly. Roof scene leads to cliffhanger. Got it. Yes, you did get it.
Trevor, is that horror movie that you shot last year still in post? Yes, I'm actually going to the final picture locked screening this Thursday.
I want to see it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you will. It's like cast and crew, only it's like a small.
I'm
15-seat
in the cast
of the horror movie
of The Disappointments.
Oh.
I'm a cast member. It's for cast members.
I'm production coordinator, so I'm like part of the crew.
Well, you're cast also.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to look for something to show here.
I've seen a previous cut because they've been working on Mocking Picture. Jimmy, music is one of my favorite things about the show, about shows. You're going to love this one because they fit so good. Like, there's a scene with June and Getty, and Tony Pop's music is layered into it, and it's just a really fun montage scene. I don't want to give too much away, but it just adds the energy. And Getty is so brilliant in this.
What about showing this scene?
That one?
It's the first
Sure.
writer's room.
Someone asked earlier if there's any bi characters, but there are some non-binary characters in it.
Yes.
Who it could be up for interpretation if they're bi or not. It's not established, but up for your interpretation.
So for the 51 of you who have stuck around, God bless you. And I'm actually going to show you a full scene from the first episode of season 1. It is not, doesn't have the score. David, forgive me. It's a rough edit. It's just the edit lock. It's not the color correction, but it still looks good. So this will give you an idea of what the show looks like before it's gone through all of its post-production.
Is this as bright as your screen goes?
God,
shit.
Hold on. Did I lose it for good?
There you go. Sorry, it'll just be better for you guys.
Right, I just have to find that episode. Bear with me, please.
Shit, sorry.
Talk to them.
Talk.
Words. Say words.
¿Cómo estás? ¿Qué pasa? Let's see. I'm missing my class right now. Sorry, you guys. They're not watching this though, so you've ruined that term for me. Yes. Sorry, David.
Yeah.
Rich has ruined a lot of things for me. Don't worry, the pros outweigh the cons. Why didn't you relate spotting to lifting weights?
You know, my brain sometimes just goes to the gross.
In the gutter.
I mean, I don't mean to belittle.
True. Which is funny because there's a little spotting in season 2. Ironic enough. Yes, we do. David Franklong is chiming in right now. We have amazing songwriters and singers for season 2, and they're all members of the queer community. They are.
Yes. Talk about that more. We talked about that earlier for those who have just joined us.
Yeah, and it was kind of serendipitous, right? You didn't.
No, it was conscious.
It was conscious.
I went after people from the LGBT community.
It's funny because I even found some more music recently to add to the show, but we've already filled up all of our music slots. So maybe season 3.
Yeah, in fact, there's one artist who did not feel comfortable coming out as gay who was in season 1, who, because he lived at the time in a country where it was not cool, and he's in Eastern Europe.
Like illegal?
Yeah, I think just you could be. Yeah, you just didn't really have. So
say no more.
Yeah, so he has since moved, and he is now saying, yes, please, in your promotions, say that the music is all gay.
Jimmy, spotting is always related to that for him. I didn't want to say
it. Yeah. But also there's the other kind of spotting, which is, something that happens sometimes when you're doing something that's pleasurable, and
or when you're at the club and you look across the bar and you spot someone.
When you spot someone you want to cast. Okay, so for the 63 of you who are here now, you're going to get a sneak peek at, this is the locked picture. It is not with sound. It is not with corrected sound. It is not with the proper score, and the colors are not done. However,
you get to see it in the process. This was not planned.
This is process. This is just because we're here and we drank some coffee. So I'm going to try to not shake.
We're down a little.
I'm trying to find a guy. Trevor, stop trying to direct me.
Good
oh my God, you're so
micromanaging.
bossy. There we go.
Here we go.
Oh shit, pause it. Sound. I muted it to pull it back up. And thank you for your patience.
Excuse me. Shit.
Yeah.
In the forest or
Sorry. And sorry I'm late. It's traffic. And also, HR made me watch this dumb sensitivity training video, so I'm Ray Russo.
are you in the right room?
Ray's the new diversity hire.
He's white.
Yeah, but he's old white. I'm just messing with you when you have a seat.
Okay. No, that's funny. That was good, guys.
We actually do not refer to each other in this space as guys. It's not gender neutral.
Yeah, so Reed actually identifies as non-binary, so the word guys, it makes us uncomfortable.
And triggered.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Got it.
So the woods, that's where we're at. Leaving the woods.
You're leaving the woods. She sees a light.
Is the chair comfortable?
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
Good. Okay, so the woods.
The woods.
So that was a scene from the first episode of season 2 of The Disappointments. Yes, awkward.
Mhm.
So as you can see, the characters, that's just Ray. Everybody's life, we see their life outside of the friendship, outside of the relationships. So anyway, it's so much better with David's music, and it's so much better with the color's actually pretty good there, but the color's improved.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like fine tuning, really.
Yeah.
To the naked eye, a lot of people might not notice, but when it's on a big screen or, you know, industry professionals watching it, they might pick up on it.
Right. The snobs would.
Mhm.
Okay. We've been here for a minute.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
been
full.
fun. You're full of
Cereal.
yeah, you are.
I thought I was gonna like crush many more bowls because I normally do, but
Look at that one. You've wasted.
that's yours.
No, I'm not going to eat your soggy seconds. Ugh. For the old white guy diversity hire, you did a good job of writing that scene. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you. That was
Inspired by real life situations.
well.
You said that.
It is to a degree. However, I am not so insensitive that I would have been
no.
Ray.
Inspired by.
But I've been in that room
Yeah.
recently. Okay, so anything else anybody want to know before we sign off? My coffee's almost gone. My Richard
Want more
special coffee. Are you gonna have more coffee?
Yes.
Okay, well maybe we're gonna be here for another hour, and it's gonna get really, really messy.
I have another question for you.
What's that?
What was the most difficult scene to write in season 2?
Gosh, the most difficult scene to write.
Because I'm sure once in a while you get writer's block, or you got to like make sense of scenes gluing together, and
Yeah, no, that's a good
each
question.
character
I'm just
has
trying to
like
think. Here's the thing, and David, who I don't know if he's still on, he was on, can attest to. I've never had this experience before. I sat down to write each episode, and I had note cards to just things written down in notes, and wrote it from the beginning to the end, and never went back and changed anything. It's all how it came out. In the process of the writing, there were sometimes I'd go back and forth and rewrite scenes, but once I had reached that last page and I shared it with a couple people, I never went back and changed anything, for better or worse. But I think it's because I know the characters so well, and I had a real intention for the story. But to answer your question, there's a scene between you and I that takes place in the Airbnb that
Mm.
I love half of it, and towards the end,
Yeah.
I had trouble with that scene. I think it came out well, and I actually did some ADR for it to help it.
Okay.
But that was the hard one.
Our characters have a little conflicting situation going on, so I know what you mean. It's very intricate, dancing around with the language.
Right.
And
it's a lot of like trusting that discomfort and silence plays.
Yeah.
So there's a surprising lack of discussion for this scene that is super dramatic for the two characters. But don't want to say too much more.
Yeah, it's tough. Who is the most difficult character to cast? That was a fun process with the auditions, because we had so many good people. Well, not so many good people. We had a handful of really good people that made it difficult. Like when it came to
the character of Lorena.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on one second. RC, thank you. I'm just seeing this. Hello, people. So, hello, people. That was my third comment. Been watching in silence. Enjoyed this stream. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, we have a new character who you've seen in the trailer. Who, particularly if you saw the new trailer, which if you rewatch this epically long live stream, about, I don't know, maybe an hour into it, I showed the new trailer, which is missing sound and music. You hear the sound, but it's not the fixed sound, and it's not the David hasn't done the score, and the music itself has not been edited properly for the trailer. That trailer shows that there's a new character named Lorena. She's this amazing actress named June Carroll. She's a Black woman her character is from, similar to Getty. She was on a hit sitcom in the late 80s, early 90s. Getty's character is the same. And their careers sort of went over the edge. And in the trailer, you'll see that Michael Corbett's character is putting together a talk show that's sort of got a nostalgia factor, and they're hired to be the hosts of it. And I wrote that character thinking, Viola Davis or Octavia Spencer, not planning on getting them, but that's the kind of performance I wanted. And June nails it. But finding her, that was so hard. And then it just turned out that she was a friend of Getty's, and Getty kept saying, Getty kept saying, actually, you should meet my friend June. And I just didn't get it until I saw her tape. She was kind enough to do an audition tape, and it was like, holy shit. And she was a joy to work with. She was so collaborative, and it's such a great addition to the season.
Yeah. She's so humble too.
And she's an amazing playwright. You got to see her play. She wrote a play called Blue. Google June Carroll playwright. I think it's called Blue. Okay, please.
I'll Google it.
If it has played in LA, it played at the what's this, the big festival in Scotland. It's Edinburgh festival. Huge, great notices. Fabulous. And I don't use that word
that's not her
lightly. Carryl. Brad, I encourage you, get coffee. Silquest 1, amazing. Thank you. What was the most difficult filming day event?
Would it be an IMDb? It's a playwright.
Yeah, that's her. Click on that. See.
Oh, I have Wikipedia here. Maybe.
Yeah, no, playwright. That's her. Look under her
career, filmography.
Career, maybe. So what was the most difficult day? Would you say?
The last filming day was a little stressful. It was windy.
Yes, the last day.
I mean, rain was difficult, but wind is even more difficult when you have like
we
a
were in
sail
a very precarious
filter,
position. We had equipment at this huge
a scrim filtering out the
drop-off.
light that
At one
turned
point,
into a sail.
at one point, the wind knocked
the
over
pool.
everything
Into the pool. I don't want to give it away.
It would be the equivalent of like a 4-story drop, sheer drop.
Yeah,
it was very scary.
we were filming off a castle
In Scotland. We actually, the last scene takes place in Scotland. Yes, scene with the non-binary characters. Triggered. Yes, exactly. Triggered. So characters talking to the show out loud as
Kira's
usual.
character was difficult to cast too, because we had some really good actors audition for that part.
Who's?
Cares?
Yes. Yes.
That was a tough one.
Yeah, we had the homeless guy you see in the trailer. That was a hard role to cast.
He does great. Sorry, not to. Yeah.
Keith redacted hello. So, do you see her?
Oh yeah, it's here. It's is it
Go up. I'll tell you. Wait, does it have her? LA Morning Story. Read more. Sorry guys, just trying to find the title of this play.
most recent?
I'm so positive it's called Blue.
Liquid Plain. Trojan Woman. Baby Town.
No.
A little bit. No. Plays.
Here we go. No, not Girl Blue. No.
Girl Blue? Oh no.
No. Blue.
Blue.
Yep, it's called Blue. It's a 2-person cast. It's a very political. It's 2 cops: black cop, white cop, black female cop, white male cop, and it's shocking. It's so good. It's an interrogation. The way it's staged.
You saw it.
I saw it. It's an
cool.
interrogation at a table between 2 cops. One is being investigated for possibly he killed somebody in a traffic stop. The other cop comes in. It's an IA, internal affairs thing, where it's an interview finding out what happened. But the way it's staged is it's the table and the 2 cops, and we're in the room with them. It's fully surrounding.
Oh
them.
wow, cool.
And it's uncomfortable. It's brilliant writing, great acting. So if you happen to see
It's clever.
by June Carroll a play named Blue come to your town, 2 thumbs up.
Should we? I'm asking. You can say yes or no. I don't know how this works. Should we play the trailer one more time for people watching, or should they just watch this later? Post.
I don't know. Does anybody want to see the trailer one more time? The new trailer?
I don't know how many of you were here earlier. It doesn't
Right.
show who's come and gone.
Right.
I don't want to,
Yes. Brad. Yes,
Yes.
says Keith, Brad.
Okay.
We need one more yes. One more yes. Okay, we got a bunch of yeses.
Cool. And
All
Peter
right.
just said what I enjoy most about the show is the authenticity. So relatable. And you know what? My dad said the same thing, and he's not gay.
That you know of.
I mean, he's. I know.
Okay, I'm gonna find the trailer. Take me 1 second. It's on my phone. Is it on my phone? It's in files.
Yeah. It's cool. If you've seen the first trailer of season 2, it's an extension of that. This trailer is to sell the show. It's more in-house for the platforms.
It's longer. It's 3
longer.
minutes. What it does is it uses the structure of the first trailer and builds on it. So
Yeah.
you'll see some things that you saw before, and you will see some things that you've never seen before. You'll see June Carroll in
Yes.
this. So make sure the volume's up.
Let me get us more coffee.
Oh God. Here we go. Here
Thank
it
you, Richard.
is. Richard, thank you for the coffee. And here I am trying to do
Columbia.
things. And play. Play.
Only recently single.
So when did your relationship end?
You held Dwight at arm's length, and then you hurt him deeply.
548 days ago.
That is way too long to sit in the shower. Shake it all off and get back in the game.
You sound just like my friends. You learn from your mistakes and then you move on.
It's not gonna be another relationship.
That could be true.
What? A gay man pushing 60 has a better chance being eaten by an orca than he does finding romantic partnership. It was in an AARP magazine.
I saw Dwight again.
What are you doing outside the house?
Oh, shit. Are you following me now? I was stalking you. I'm a stalker now. I'm not proud of it. Hi, this is Philip, my boyfriend.
Dwight has moved on. You have to do the same.
We're getting married? I am. Which is why I'm ending this conversation with you right now.
What if you could learn from your mistakes and then go back and make it right?
Oh, God.
James, what do you even know about relationships?
You're Ignacio. We've met before.
What did I tell you about your voice?
It's annoying.
No talk. This didn't happen.
Okay, since we're on the topic, I activated my profile. I got a message. He's so hot. I thought you should know I'm HIV positive. I've been recuperating from surgery the last few months. I had rectal cancer, but everything down below is up and running again. You know, this is like watching a plane crash in slow motion.
Raise the new diversity hire.
He's white.
Yeah, but he's old white.
James Cantwell, realtor.
Actually, it's realtor.
James, nobody sees those bench ads with all the homeless people living in LA, sleeping up against them.
No, oh my God. I got my real estate license too. Looks like we're competitors. Again.
You're Gary Chen. I'm producing a talk show.
This is the start of a whole new life for you.
The Garrison I know had some damn hair on his hand. I don't know who this ball thing is.
Well, I guess I'll just be collecting my pig.
Someone wants to quit the show. What did you show me?
I have to go. Oh. I've been coming for you.
Oh, God. It's a mess.
Why else would you be here?
I'm Venmoing you $100 to stop talking.
Okay, there you go. One last time, one big finish for the end of our little chat here.
Yeah.
Our epic 2.5 hour live. We've never gone this long before.
No.
Must be the coffee.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in and supporting us and asking questions and being amazing.
Mm-hmm. We love you guys. There'd be no disappointments without you. You are our undisappointments, our non-disappointments, or something.
Well, and like you guys were so amazing at supporting funding season 2. It really motivated us to like make you proud.
Yeah.
So like being here to show you that trailer right now is really cool.
And the scene we snuck in there, the scene we showed you too. It's like, as you'll see, the show is at a different level.
Yeah.
Different level storytelling, acting, cast. The cast is so much bigger.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it.
Yeah. Oh, thanks you guys. Keith's face hurts from watching. I hope that's a good thing.
Thank you, Harold. Thank you, Harold, very much. It's your first super on the live stream.
Yeah, thanks,
thank you.
Jimmy.
That's an honor.
And thank you guys who supercharged us or whatever you call it.
Yeah, that's Harold. That's all those guys in the top chats
Jimmy,
up there.
Yeah. Thanks, you guys.
Okay, so we'll be in touch, and again, we'll end on this note that season 2 is almost done. We're probably fingers crossed, end of April, depending on our editor's schedule and availability. We will then be trying to sell the show, and we'll keep you guys updated, because if we can sell the show, we will then have an open door, hopefully, to do season 3, season 4, season 5, season 6.
Also, if you're around this Sunday, El Cid in Silver Lake, Sunset Boulevard, the party's called Hot Dog. It's a Sunday fun day afternoon. I think it goes from like 4 to midnight, 11 p.m. The entire cast is invited from the Disappointments. If you want to come out and say hi, we'd love that.
It's going to be crowded.
It's gonna be busy.
Google Hot Dog Sunday El Cid.
If You want to come buy a ticket?
Buy a
ahead of time.
ticket. Buy a ticket ahead of time because it will sell out.
Yeah, you'll be there. I'll be coming from set, so I might be a little late, but I'll be there.
Well, you know everybody. You can just walk in.
I'll still be in hair and makeup, so I'm gonna look fresh. I'm not gonna wash it off.
I'm not going to look fresh. I'm going to look like I've had life happening. Yes.
But you'll be pumped.
I haven't been to the gym.
I haven't been to the gym in 2 weeks.
What?
I'm so.
Oh my God, it's true.
And it's been. I've been to the gym. I'm not kidding you guys. I mean, who cares? But I've been to the gym maybe 10 times in the last 6 months.
Well, you're always
So I look
welcome.
so young right now and thin.
You're always welcome to work out with me if you want to, because I'm always looking for.
I can't keep up with you.
Please.
No, we should soon again. We always have good workouts.
We do.
Mm.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Chris Maloney, thank you. Chris Maloney. Wait, what? God, I loved you in Law and Order. SVU.
No, he's.
So Harold, you're saying thank you. I'm saying no, thank you. RC, claps to you. Thank you for
We're
being
going
here.
to see the show here in South America. Yeah, cool.
You can see it in South America on YouTube. YouTube it, like here, right here. It's here. Make sure, here's another thing for those of you who've seen the show or are going to watch the show. Make sure you log in to your you have to be logged in as a member or as a, it's free, but you need to have an account. That's what I'm looking for. Log into your account. Otherwise, you're going to miss episode 5 and episode 10.
There's 2 episodes restricted for adult content, which is an implied sex scene and some drugs in one. So, it's restricted for children.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wanyo, is that how you pronounce your name? Wanyo?
Yeah.
You're welcome for the advice, and glad you can watch the show. Share it with your friends.
And if you love the show, like you just said, share it.
Right.
We can't thank you enough for spreading word and getting it out there, because this has been kind of the success of the show is because of you guys in the word of mouth. We don't have a marketing team. You're looking at the marketing team. Well, no, we have marketing help. We had.
We do.
I didn't mean to say that.
No, we have
social media.
Craig. Well, right. We have Charlie helps us.
Charlie, yeah.
But also Craig Carpel from the Carpel Group has helped us to get into some.
Not cartel, but Carpel.
Carpel from the Carpel Group. He is the one who's helped us get some quite a few interviews and the like. But also, if anybody's watching who's in PR who wants to help promote the show, cheers to you.
One of my customers at the bar introduced it to a straight friend of his, this woman, and she loves it. And she's told 5 of her friends.
I love when I have people follow me on Instagram. Women follow me on Instagram. They talk about how much they like it and they relate to it too.
Yeah.
I think that's the point. That's when getting back to the idea of it being on a just a queer streaming platform is it's better than it's better than nothing. It's not quite the thing to say, but yeah, we'd be grateful for that. But by the same token, it has more appeal.
We're aiming high,
right?
We're aiming high. We can preach to our audience, but we want to get it out to the real world. And share our stories.
Right. I mean, that's the thing. Is for visibility. It's like if we as gay men, women, transgender, the whole spectrum can get our story on a more universal platform.
Look at RuPaul. It's on these major platforms, and she's winning Emmys.
Right. Right.
Come on.
But she's and more than that, though, she's influencing people and changing minds.
Yeah.
So that's what we want. Irish Kevin, I don't know. Would they show? We are going to re-edit season 1 to be longer episodes, putting it back together from the 11 to the 6 it was supposed to be.
Our goal is to package them together.
Yeah, it was season 1 with maybe there'd be a little break with season 2.
You can watch season 2 without season 1, but it's really helpful.
Yeah. You get the relationship that existed between these two characters.
And to be honest, Dwight is such a different person in season 2 than he is in season 1. He's gone through some shit.
Right. So Dwight has lost a little bit of his Dwightness in season 2, although it begins to come back for reasons we won't go into. Thank you, Lewis. Lewis has a very nice comment. I'm not sure if you people are aware of how special and wonderful you all are, just establishing and achieving this for the sake of gay visibility, gay issues, art through acting. Thank you.
So I do this.
Well, but thank you. And thank you for people like you who appreciate the show, who spread the word, and also for all the people who have contributed.
For acknowledging that. Yeah.
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 We couldn't have made the show without people.
Thanks, Louis.
Louis. Okay.
Is there going to be
here we have some other series. Hope we can share material.
Packaging season 1. Actually, no, we had money left in our budget from season 2.
Yeah, it was part of the post-production fundraising goal to have the money left over to re-edit season.
Good question.
But I will, getting back to that question, the fundraiser is still open. We have t-shirts that we are still selling, but I am going to close it because we need to end it. So we have one of the perks is a associate producer perk, and we can't have that out there, people getting that, if the credits are no longer adjustable. Like once the credits are locked, they're locked. Once they're in the computer, once they're in the episode, we can't change it. So that means anybody getting an associate producer credit as a perk would not have their name in the credits of the show. So,
and yeah, Irish Kevin, we will wrap it up. You can log out now if you don't want to watch us.
No, but
we're not forcing you to stay here and watch how terrible we are.
However,
but we're having fun.
Irish
no,
Kevin,
we are going to wrap it up soon.
No. Irish Kevin. He's been here since the beginning. He's got a point.
He needs to leave.
No, he does not. I love Irish Kevin.
Well, he doesn't want to be here.
See, that's not what he's saying. Oh my God. See, Trevor's persnickety. Sometimes I have to put up with this Trevor on set.
I'm just being goofy. I'm being goofy. I'm going to make 14-hour days on set fun.
I was there. I have war stories.
I bring donuts. And Getty brings donuts.
Getty brings the donuts.
I brought donuts in last day, and he bought a bunch. I brought cake.
Coffee. Okay, so I know Irish Kevin. Like we're Trevor's joking with you.
Yeah, I know.
Trevor's joking can sometimes come off like a
bitch,
a pit bull biting your hand, but it's all with love.
No, I'm just entertaining myself.
Wrap it up. We don't like syphilis. All right, Jimmy. Can you put a link to the
You'll have
fundraiser in the
gonorrhea
comments?
now if you've watched this for half an hour.
Gosh, a link to the. I could. I'm afraid I'll accidentally. I'm going to try to put one in after we're done. If not, the link to the fundraiser is in basically every single video on the channel.
Yeah.
So you can find it.
Yeah, if you want to get a shirt, buy a shirt for a friend. We have some left.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah, that's it. So, okay. Thank you guys.
Maybe next time you see us, it'll be a surprise haircut for Rich. Not that he needs it, just for old time's sake.
Yeah, that's right. We'll do a live. We'll do a live massage. All the massages I owe you. They
need to subscribe for that one.
That's a different channel.
It's a joke. We don't have those channels.
Okay. Sarok's Kingdom. He woke up in the middle of the night to see us. That we're worth. Okay, so
wow. What kingdom do you live in?
We're gonna go for another 2 hours. Here we go.
Let's do it.
Okay. Cheers. Sorry, Irish.
He's already back asleep.
He's like literally like, oh wait, is it on? Oh.
Well, we now have 2 followers now.
Thank you, Sarok.
He's very cute.
Who?
Nobody.
Thank you. This, by the way, this haircut was I go to this Mexican barbershop right around the corner from me. They are phenomenal. They're not cheap, but they do such a good job. Not like Trevor.
No one does hair like I do.
Can he hear me right now? Actually, these guys do such a.
No, I've gotten really good at tuning you out when you're right next to me, so you're good.
I just can smell you. That's the problem.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. Thank you guys for being here. We really appreciate it. I was really looking forward to this, and it's flown by.
It's fun. We haven't done this in a long time, so
I might stick around after and have another coffee.
Another cocktail. We're gonna have to take poor Kevin, my dog Kevin, for a walk. I have a dog named Kevin, by the way. I'm not going to disturb him because he's sitting down right now and he's being a good boy. But for everybody who is watching, just as a little treat, perhaps.
Also, I'm saying we're wrapping it up, but if you want to stick around for like last call, we might still be here.
Well,
it's like that last guy at the party that just doesn't leave.
This is Kevin. That's my dog Kevin. You can't tell it, but he's 80 pounds.
He's cute.
He's a huge dog.
He's got one ear that's up and one ear that flops.
Yeah.
Super cute.
Kevin. He's a rescue dog. If you want to get a dog, and I recommend you do, it's a huge responsibility. It changes your life. However, get a dog from a pound. Rescue a dog. He's a rescue dog. He was in a pound, a kill pound. He would have been put down. And God,
But only rescue him if you got your shit together. Like
absolutely, it's a huge responsibility.
lot.
Don't be irresponsible, because that's how dogs wind up in the pounds.
Yeah, you gotta be able to feed them and take them out and exercise them.
Yeah, you gotta know when to hold them.
Know
Know
when
when to fold them.
I hold Felix every night. He sleeps in my arm like this, and he nuzzles his nose right here. It's the cutest thing. And Sequel sleeps between my legs. So
Interesting.
they're my therapy dogs. It would have sounded weird to me long ago, but I love those dogs so much, and they love me. And we, they like the warmth of my body. They're such little dogs that they're like, I think they're cold all the time, and they like to nuzzle under blankets.
Right,
They like
right,
burrow.
right.
It's not weird.
No, it's not. It's
It's
not.
cute.
I love.
It's
kidnapping
more for
and
my
stuff.
mental health. I love them so much.
Irish Kevin or Rescue Cat, correct. Rescue German Shepherd, Brad had awesome. I believe Kevin is actually part German Shepherd. His DNA test is out right now to find out what he is. I boop his nose all the time. You know what? He boops my nose. It's really funny. He comes up to my nose and he actually does these little nibbles, and it's really sweet.
Boop my nose. That's sweet.
Do you want me to boop your nose like Kevin boops my
I mean,
nose?
boop your nose.
Always with the violence. Oh my God, Silquest took back a comment.
Ooh, now I want to know what it is.
What was it? What did he say?
Do you think it's in the live feed and it'll pop up and delete? Like,
No.
no.
Well,
We want to know what it was.
I'm gonna love his comment.
Rich will take a shirt off if you tell us what it is.
No, Silquest, sorry, no, don't. We're joking. Don't.
I'm kidding. We're just giving her time. We're friends now.
Yeah, we're all friends.
Silquest.
Okay, so we should probably Shiloh the Shepherd here, John Stevens. I know rescue dogs, because we're not like promoting a fundraiser at this point. I'm gonna promote rescuing dogs.
We're gonna stand up for dogs. They don't have a voice or thumbs.
They have a voice. Arf.
No, I mean, I feel I have more empathy for dogs than people at times because
I currently have more empathy for
Empathy?
dogs. Empathy. It's the coffee speaking at this point.
yeah. I mean, dogs love unconditionally. People are evil.
Dogs don't break your heart
No,
when you lose them.
they fill your heart.
breaks, but yeah.
Yeah.
Rescue Cat, Black Cat, Mr. Sims from Silquest. All right. Okay, Jimmy Curtis, we had fun too. We're gonna go. Thank you for everybody who was here. Thank you for everybody who sent us those super chat things, and like I don't even know what those are.
Yeah,
but
I'm gonna have to Google what that is.
But
Later.
the
How to catch in on that.
super generous of you. Really appreciate that. Thank you for watching the trailer.
Yep.
Thank you for watching the scene.
We'll keep you updated. Maybe we'll do a little live thing at Hot Dog with some cast members, Getty, because Getty's not on the social media.
We'll see if we have Instagram service there.
Maybe they'll open up an Instagram.
All those people will be a lot of people using their phones. So
Yeah.
Richard, good night.
Maybe I'll get some video of Rich dancing on the dance floor.
With my shirt on.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, thank you guys very much for this.
Thank you
We love
so
this.
much.
Thank you for the questions. Thanks.
It's almost here. Be patient.
Yeah.
We'll have our screening soon, and we'll post some pictures from that too.
Yeah. Okay.
Can't wait.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
All right.
Bye.
Hasta luego.
One last thing we need to do is, because we're going to have to post this. No, it's very, very low. Just sit here. Look at the screen.
Oh, for like a
Just-
screenshot.
just screenshot. Closer. Wait, has to be real close.
Options. All right.
Best part ever. I'm going to edit that out. Good day.
End. Click.